Hello, everybody, and welcome to the United Stand. Viva Ronaldo! It's Manchester United's return with Cristiano Ronaldo at Old Trafford against Newcastle. The team is officially coming out in the next 13 minutes, but we have got strong indications that Cristiano Ronaldo will start this game today. The Manchester, I nearly said Manchester's buzzing, but that's not really the term I want. Because it's not about that. It's not about that today. It's about something very, very different. It's about Manchester United, yes, but it's about the fan base that we have globally with Cristiano Ronaldo. And that is what I'm excited about today. God, I'm really shiny on my face. This is not looking good at all. I look absolutely stupid. I'm shining like a prat off my forehead. We'll get that sorted. But look, that is a predicted lineup. That is a predicted lineup for Manchester United. Big shout out to Drawty again for the graphics delivered. You're going to see some fantastic stuff on this watch along. We haven't just done it because of Cristiano Ronaldo, but it does coincide with the GOAT and the GOAT appearance you're going to get today on the show. So let's start off with, if that is the team, by the way, I'm going to do cartwheels, but I don't know that whether it is. We've got a red card. And, also as well, let me just say this. Also, Manchester United have Spurs atop of the league. So, we're talking about Ronaldo playing, which is great, but we've also got an opportunity for Manchester United today with Cristiano Ronaldo playing to go above Spurs if they end up losing this game to Crystal Palace. So that would be good. That would be good. Too dark now. I don't know what's going on. Maybe we should have practiced this before we did it. I like to think you are shining like a diamond, says Kenneth Hoagland. Ronaldo is on the bench, says Gary. Yep. I don't think you're right about that, but you might be right about that. We're going to find out very, very soon. The reality is United have kept this under wraps, which I'm quite surprised about. I don't know about you. I'm quite surprised. We are sponsored by Boohoo Man today, and they've got a very interesting integration for us today. That looks good now. We've got a very good integration for you from Boohoo Man today. They're making it all about Cristiano Ronaldo, effectively. I'm wearing my Boohoo Man Active range. And effectively, if Cristiano, to celebrate this unreal moment, Boohoo Man, who are a Manchester-based business, you may have seen when Ronaldo signed, they had the big banners saying, "Welcome back to Ronaldo." So Boohoo Man have got no intention of trying to take the limelight today, as today is Cristiano Ronaldo back in a Manchester United shirt day. But to celebrate that unreal moment, Boohoo Man have decided that at this point, or at the point that Ronaldo enters the pitch today, they're going to activate a 50% discount code using the code Ronaldo50. So that's 50% off anything on the Boohoo Man website or app. So if you want to get yourself something new, athletic Boohoo Man activewear, which you see me wearing a lot, or just fill up the wardrobe with some awesome new apparel, then all you have to do is wait for Ronaldo to cross the white line and you can get 50% off through the link in the video description with that code 50%. So let me be clear. If Ronaldo starts, then the code goes live at the start of the game. If he comes on at half-time, then the code goes live then. If he comes on at the 80th minute to score a last-minute winner, that's when it goes live. So that code, we will tell you when it hits in. If it doesn't hit in, they've still got a discount code for you anyway. But obviously, for the next few minutes, we're going to be focusing on whether Ronaldo does actually start for Manchester United. 0-0 in the Spurs game as well. There's a lot. I mean, look, it's a side note. We are trying to win a title here, apparently. What do you think of Fosu Mensah as CDM if we still had him, says Clinton Sam? I think life's too short to talk about players that are no longer here. So you may as well talk about Phil Jones. At least he's still here. But yes, this is very exciting. I'm very impressed with Manchester United. I've got to say, very impressed that Manchester United have not managed to leak a lineup, which I think is really, really good because we often do see the lineup get leaked. So I'm very, very pleased that that's not happened. We have seen an Instagram post from Fred. I mean, look, it's not going to ruin my mood today, but we have seen an Instagram post from Fred with his kit in the dressing room. I don't want to start getting pissed off with Fred because I know a lot of people don't like Fred, and for me, I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that sort of vibe. But I'm not expecting Donny to start. I'm not expecting Sancho to start. I mean, I even said it this morning. I wouldn't be surprised if Jesse Lingard starts the game. I really, really wouldn't. But Matic is apparently going to start. But I don't know. Maybe maybe we'll play Fred and Matic. I don't know. Ultimately, Ronaldo starting. It's Ronaldo Day. That's what it's all about. But we'll wait and see. Matic is going to start. A lot of people in the chat are saying thanks, David. If you want to get your chats in, you can do it through the super chats. It's a massive game today. You can do that through the $sign. If you want to join and become a member, you can do that by clicking the members club. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Very exciting day, of course. Lots of people will be watching worldwide, and we are anticipating that the graphics are fantastic, as you can see. Lots of stuff to bring you through the game as well. Very, very excited. No, we haven't done the graphics for Cristiano. Well, we have, but we haven't. We have been planning that. But as you can see, we'll have match stats coming in as well. They're going to be coming in through the game, and lots of other things that we're going to get up for you as well. So the watch along is going up levels. Make sure you subscribe to the United Stand, bottom right hand corner, and get involved with the channel. We are literally 7 minutes away from the official team lineup. But as we know, there will be a land of the free. There's going to be a land of the free, which I do want to talk about for a moment, actually. But there is going to be a team that lands very, very soon. Please do subscribe, by the way, because we're only 200 away from 123,000. So let's see if we can get that today. Get involved with the United Stand. We're live every night at 8 o'clock, every morning at 10 o'clock. Match days, watch-alongs, previews, match reactions. We've got a couple of people at the game today. We're going to be doing vlogs as well. Lots of stuff going on the United Stand. Make sure you subscribe and get involved. I also just want to say as well, as much as this is a very, very exciting day for Manchester United fans and the atmosphere is truly building, I do want to just say on a personal note, and I'm sure many people will agree with me, today is the 20th anniversary of the attacks on America, where we lost many, many lives, many innocent lives. The two towers came down and life was never the same again. I'm old enough to remember what that was like. And 20 years on, we'll never forget what happened. And I just want to say that 20 years on, my thoughts and prayers are with those not only impacted by that day, but those who've lost their lives since with illnesses and things like that brought upon by the mass destruction that took place in New York and in America that day. So thoughts and prayers with everybody in relation to that, and respect. It is in a footballing sense, Cristiano Ronaldo Day. It's not Sicario. It's not politics to. I don't just want to say just for a moment. It's not politics to pay your respects to the dead. That's not politics. That's memorial. That's giving you respects. We're not talking politics or anything like that. Anyway, we move, and Manchester United move strong. I'm going to say something today that might resonate. I don't think there's been a Manchester United manager in history who's been backed as much as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has. It's time to deliver. That's not putting pressure on Ole. I'm not putting any pressure on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at all. I think he would say that himself. He would say himself that he has got pressure on him to achieve. But 400 million pounds he's had in the last few years, and he's also been given Cristiano Ronaldo. This is the time to deliver. I cannot wait to analyse Cristiano Ronaldo's performances over the next coming days and weeks and to see what he's got. And obviously the first step for that is that he will hopefully start. Matic has done a pre-match interview which may indicate he is starting. I mean, look, I'd love to see that. I'd love to see Matic and Donny start in this game. Obviously, I just want to make people aware as well, if you live in the UK, we do have this UK blackout thing where they don't put these games on the telly. So if you are one of the fortunate people who don't live in the UK today and get to watch this legally, then you are going to be our eyes and ears in the chat. So I'm looking forward to the updates on everything like that. I have my earpiece in because we've got Radio 5 Live who are going to be covering the game. So we'll have all the updates and everything. But this is why it's a watch along. A watch along is because you lot are going to be watching as well and probably seeing a lot more than some people are going to see. But we will have all the updates for you. Don't worry about that. We'll have all the stats, everything. We've got you covered today. New watch along setup looks really good, says Chubba. Yeah, smash a like on the video for Drawty and Ryan and everyone who gets involved. Matt, I've just realised if you're in the chat, I've forgotten to do the Twitch preview again. He keeps asking me and I keep forgetting. Ronaldo being centre of attention takes pressure off Sancho with the press. Don't you think that is a class move, means he can settle in without the press, as Mr. Nash? Oh, 100%. 100%. Totally agree with that. I I think that Sancho will benefit from having Ronaldo here. I think Varane does to a certain extent. It feels like Sancho and Varane are established players now because the hype is all around Ronaldo. But yeah, I think this is great. I think it's a little bit like the Sancho can almost have the Mason Greenwood effect, whereby Mason Greenwood plays in a team that's got Bruno in it, it's got Pogba in it, it's got Cavani in it, Rashford in it, Martial. So the pressure's never really on Greenwood. We can just enjoy him developing. And I think with Sancho, I don't think that pressure, imagine if we'd only bought Sancho this summer, the pressure on him would be ridiculous. But we didn't just buy Sancho, we bought Varane and Ronaldo. And it does take that pressure off of Sancho a little bit because he might take a bit of time to adjust effectively. So we're I tell you what, very impressed with Manchester United. We're 3 minutes out from kickoff and no team's been leaked. Ronaldo, I've done that one from Mr. Nash. Thanks for the super chats, by the way. You can do that through the $sign. Mad, how you still find ways to go up a level. Big up to Mark Drawty and the team. Viva Ronaldo, says Jimmy Garner. Wait, mate, we do it for you. Everything we do is driven by you. There was a song like that once, but everything we do is driven by you. The standards have to keep going up because this is what we do. But look, Ronaldo, does anybody actually think Ronaldo's not going to start? Like, does anybody really think he's not going to start? You want a percentage? You're demanding you want a percentage? I'm going to give you a percentage. I'm going to go 99%. I'm sure that Cristiano Ronaldo is going to start this game. Oh, have you been told something, Mark? Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. Why doesn't everyone sign up to Optus to convert? And I'm not going to read stuff like that, Tahar, thank you. I'm not going to be an advocate for that. Ollie has ruined my Ronaldo day. Fred is starting 100%. How can someone be so bad but let get off? Sean, you can't let it ruin your day. Done with 920k out of my 2,000k road trip, eagerly waiting for the match to start. Ronaldo, joy aside, we need to dominate a game of football and win. So yeah. I'd be excited about this game anyway. I'm excited about the game anyway, but yeah, it is very exciting. Hi, Mark. Everyone says Ollie has instilled Man United culture. Do you see any cultural change? We still blame football in football. We need to play high tempo football, says Garav. De Gea starts. That's good. And how can Fred play? No leaking is worrying me, if that makes sense, says Andy McNuss. Nothing wrong with no leaks. Nothing wrong with any leaks. The team should be coming in now. Ronaldo starts. A lot of people are saying, I actually can confirm that Cristiano Ronaldo is a starter. Cristiano Ronaldo starts for Manchester United. Viva Ronaldo! Sue! I want to be doing a few of these today, actually. Sue! I'm just going to go like that. Superman. No, I'm not going to add that in, but Sue, he does start. Cristiano Ronaldo does start for Manchester United. Ronaldo emoji incoming. Love the new looks, says Andrew Ross. We do need an emoji for Ronaldo. Do you find it coincidence Ronaldo gets his first hat-trick against Newcastle and he's starting against Newcastle, says Lucas? I think it is. I think some things in football are just a coincidence, but the starting 11 for Manchester United does not have Van der Beek in it. It does have Sancho in it. It does have Matic in it. So it's De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Raphael Varane starts, Harry Maguire starts, Luke Shaw starts. It's Matic and it's Pogba in the midfield with Bruno ahead of them, and then Greenwood, Sancho, and the boy wonder Cristiano Ronaldo starts for Manchester United. You know what? Nothing can dampen my mood. I didn't expect Van der Beek to start. Levin's coming on a minute. He didn't expect Van der Beek to start. I agree with what people will say. If he can't start in a game like this, when can he start? I mean, he's actually probably got no chance of ever starting for United, has he really? But he might start on Tuesday. We'll have to wait and see. On the bench, Heaton, Bailly, Delot, Lindelof, Fred, Lingard, Mata, Van der Beek, Martial. So Cavani, what's the story with Cavani? I don't know. We were talking about this last night on the show with Levin, that there seemed to be a rumour that Cavani was not going to be involved. But Cristiano Ronaldo starts for Manchester United. Sky Slow Sports News with Jim White. Cristiano Ronaldo starts for Manchester United in this homecoming thriller. 3 p.m. Old Trafford, Newcastle United. No Donny, no Cavani, but Cristiano Ronaldo is back. And no Fred as well. Our best And now you've got the starting 11 on the screen, which is fantastic. Big shout out to the graphics. Team, best team possible might pass out, says Ruby Suarez. Look, I've got to be fair. Do I want Donny van der Beek to start? Yes, I do. Does that team on the screen disappoint me? No, it doesn't. I think it's probably, apart from having a bit of a Donny obsession, which I think we've all got at the moment, that team is a good team. Like, it's a very strong team. If that's prime Matic, it's a league-winning side. It is, isn't it? Sancho to the left, Ronaldo, Greenwood, Bruno, Pogba, Matic. I mean, that team, I'm not going to moan about that team. I can't moan with the team because I think it's a brilliant team. I really do. The problem with the team would be, is Matic past it? Well, let's see. But that is a very good team with Pogba, probably going to be playing more advanced actually than we've got on the graphic there. Pogba would be where Matic is the other way around, pushing forward, but he wouldn't be the deeper one. But obviously, I'm very happy with that team. Can't wait, Mark. Watching from Melbourne. Love this game. 4-1 United. Ronaldo to score, says Luke Waters. Welcome to the Members Club, Bookman. Thank you very much. Sorry, is it Bookman or Barkman? Thank you very much for becoming a member. Your graphics are brilliant. Ronaldo has even improved the United stand. Keep up the good work, says Kanishka. Thank you very much, Kanishka. Thank you very much. And make sure you smash a like on the bike. Now, of course, what this means for you is, and I said I'd come back to this, we are sponsored today by Boohoo Man. I'm wearing my activewear range right now, right here, right now. Link in the video description. They basically said today that when Ronaldo's on the pitch, there is a discount of 50% off with Boohoo Man activewear range, and everything else on their website, as stated. Ronaldo 50 is the code, 50% off whilst Ronaldo is on the pitch. So that means that the code has gone live now at the start of the game, and therefore you can get 50% off with Boohoo Man. The link's in the video description. 50% off. The code is Ronaldo 50, and that is active from the start of the game. It goes live at the start of the game. So from 3 p.m. today, get that written down. Ronaldo 50. That is going live with a 50% discount. So there you go. Thanks again to Boohoo Man, Manchester-based, and it's all going on. It's all going on because Crystal Palace have scored a goal as well. This is a big, big result. I didn't go for this. I went for 2-0 to Spurs. Can you sing Viva Ronaldo, says Daniel Goodnight? Well, if they score, I will. If he scores, I will. Josh Mitchell, welcome to the Members Club. Thank you very much for joining. This probably has to be the setup when Rashford comes back. Pogba will have to play there in the pivot anyways. Unfortunate for Donny, though, says Sainath. And that's a damn good team. We all want a 25-year-old Matic-esque in the midfield, but right now that's our ace team. Donny to replace Pogba next season, says Mr. Glon Johnson. What are you going to do if we lose, says Oscar. Mate, if we lose, I'll lose my shit, basically. I will do. You know what? Because the reality is that team is ridiculous. It's a ridiculous team. It's too good. And it shouldn't lose to Newcastle. And I haven't looked at Newcastle's team yet, but I guarantee you they'll be playing a back five. And have a quick look at what it is. We'll have it up on the screen for you in a moment. But their team is Woodman, Mankilo, Hayden, Lascelles, Clark, Ritchie, Longstaff, Willock, Almiron, St. Maximin, and Joel Linton. With all due respect to Newcastle, the only player that would get on our bench from Newcastle is St. Maximin. Bench. I'm talking bench. Like, we don't lose this game. Anything can happen in football. Anything can happen in football. Of course it can. But you know what? We win this game. We win this game. Mark, can I stream the game for you on Discord? Says Harish. You do it for someone else, mate. Matic and Pogba were one of... Thanks for the offer, though. Matic and Pogba were one of the main reasons why Ollie's at the wheel was invented. Also, I'm hard as Ronaldo. Oh, God. What, Sharath, why do you have to make it about sex? Come on. Football and sex should never be put together. And also... Can't imagine the atmosphere at Old Trafford. Wish I could be there. These days don't happen often, says Andrew Rossi. As I said, it's going to be a cauldron of passion and excitement at Old Trafford today. And Manchester United, all he's got to do is got to play on the front foot. And I fully expect that to happen. I think we will play on the front foot. And I think what will happen is Matic will just sit between the two centre-backs, Varane and Maguire. Matic will stay in front of them. The full-backs will become wing-backs. Pogba will push close to Bruno. and we'll just bombard them with cross after cross after cross after cross. I'd be stunned if Ronaldo doesn't score today, because I think we will provide him. Look, the question is, can we do it week in, week out? But I think today, you've just got to live off that atmosphere. And as I said on the preview, it's very rare in any ground, in any stadium, that at the start of a game, your atmosphere is as big as a goal. The atmosphere in that game is going to be as big as a goal as soon as the ball is kicked off. You've got to grab that atmosphere and keep it on the boil. And you do that by going for goals. We could beat them 6 or 7-0. I'm not going to be disrespectful. I've gone for 3-0, but I think we will really put the foot on the pedal. It's my birthday and Ronaldo makes his debut. It's a good day, says Oliver. Football and sex shouldn't be together, says a guy who said harder than a wedding night. Yeah, Sheriff Craft. And Sheriff, if you actually listen to me, that's one of my biggest regrets, that one. I fully expect Donny to start in the Champions League now, and if he don't, I'm going to knock on Ollie's door, says Sean Turner. Yeah, I think on Donny van der Beek, just very, very quickly, let's wait and see what happens on Tuesday night, because he might start in that game. The point is, was Donny going to go from being completely ignored to being a first-team starter? And that's why I said he won't start. If he doesn't start, then if he doesn't start until the Carabao Cup, that's a piss take. He definitely should have gone on loan to Everton. If Ollie's really going to give him game time, he's got to start him in the next one. Viva Ronaldo, it'll be midnight when this game starts in Brisbane, Australia. Can't wait for the kickoff, says Caleb. Just wanted to give a quick thank you to you and the entire United Stand community, says Kenneth. Look, we've got nearly 25,000 people watching and we're still 50 minutes away from kickoff. It's absolutely fantastic, the excitement we've got around this game, around this club at the moment, and let's hope that this can be the start. Because as I said last night with Levin, this is not a one-off. We've not got Ronaldo for one game. We've got him for 2 years. And somehow we're going to get used to this, having Ronaldo and just being, we're not going to always be every single game as excited as this. It's impossible. But we are going to have him, and it's going to be absolutely fantastic. Somebody just said, why did you tweet Ronaldo was starting 50 minutes before it was actually announced? Because I knew he was going to start, basically. But I didn't know anything else. I was pretty sure Donny wasn't going to start, but I didn't know that was going to happen. Although did I predict that team in the preview? That might have been the team I predicted in the preview, which is amazing because it's very hard to predict Ollie's team. I'd love to know, was that the team I predicted in the preview? On the chat's behalf, Sue, says Oscar. And hey, Mark, Donny got to start. Surely, what is this mockery? Also, could you say hi to my mate? I'm not going to say that, Sam, because it's a rude word as well. Please do subscribe, by the way, bottom right-hand corner, just while I check something here. We are only 50 subscribers away from 123,000. Smash that subscribe button, bottom right-hand corner. Join the United Stand community. Duck says he's really annoyed that the game ain't on TV, but glad to be here. Well, we've got a watch along for everybody to keep you updated with. I'm sure people are finding ways to watch it. I'm sure people can watch it. We're certainly going to be giving you in-depth detail about what's going on. We've got stats going up on the screen throughout the second half, throughout the game. Remember, get excited about this. My match reaction today, we're going to win today. Ronaldo's going to score today. I'm going to give you a glimpse into the future. But remember, on the United Stand, every game, 20 minutes from full time, we knock out on the website our player ratings. You get to vote in the best, most accurate player rating system in the world. And this afternoon, you're going to be voting for it's almost like a Christmas present again from the United Stand. You get to give Cristiano Ronaldo a player rating today, his very first player rating on the United Stand, because we didn't exist when he was here last time. So you mark every player out of 10, 6 being the average, and you get to rate Cristiano Ronaldo today, which is just feels weird, doesn't it? Because we've been rating Rashford's and Bruno's, but we get to have on the match reaction player ratings with Cristiano Ronaldo. And so how that works, if you get 10,000 people marking, it will aggregate those 10,000 votes. I give mine live and then I click it and it shows you what yours was. So looking forward to that. Let's hope Ronaldo gets the service he needs today, says Mannix. I'm pretty sure he will do today. What are you going to listen to it on, says Tom J. Radio 5 Live have got the game in the UK. Zayn Miassi says goal. He's happy about Palace. I'm happy about Palace as well. Because if we win, we go above Spurs. Newcastle's team is now on the screen as well, as you can see there. Can they name Fred in the bench when he is banned? Says Nikhil. And it's like pursuit of happiness. This is happiness, says Sharath Kamath Fitness. It was the lineup on the screen. If it comes back up on the screen, I will read, because I know it's numbers, but I can read out who they are and tell you what their team is. But it's Joel Linton, and St Maximum up on who are playing. And I will read through the team for you now for Newcastle. Let me just get it up. Newcastle United starting lineup: Woodman in goal, number 27. 19 is Mankilo. Hayden is 14. I feel like the stadium announcer, but don't cheer them. You know, if you ever go to Old Trafford, they'll go, number 5, Harry Maguire. Hey, number 8, Juan Mata. Well, he won't be starting. Anyway, 27 is Woodman. 19 is Mankilo. 14 is Hayden. 6 is Lascelles. 2 is Kieran Clark. 11 is Matt Ritchie. 36 is Sean Longstaff. That's a glimpse into what United could have been, considering that United wanted him. It's 2-0 to Palace, by the way, now. They've scored another one. That's what Zane was on about. Willock is 28. Almiron is 24. And St Maximum is number 10, with Joel Linton, number 7. I mean, it's amazing, isn't it? Newcastle's number 7 would not have been starting today if Callum Wilson had been fit. He is starting today. And but he ain't the number 7 that we've got, is he? He's not Cristiano. That's what it's all about. So I'm just going to wax a tweet out here as well. No Donny, but it's all about Ronaldo today. Exactly. No Donny today, but it's all about Ronaldo today. It's a very strong team. Right. Welcome to the Members Club, Logan Murray. Today is a perfect game for Sancho. Gutted that Donny not playing, but can't complain. If Fred started, that another story, says Lee Taylor. You're planning for a special delicacy for dinner? Come on, man, it's Ronaldo Day. I'm going to have a takeaway, treat myself to a takeaway, yeah. Mark, do you think Cavani was just dropped by Ollie? I'm from Uruguay and was hoping to see him play. Juan, I don't know what it is. I'm going to try and get some quotes. Kevin says he loves being able to watch in Canada. I don't know what the story is with Cavani, but it's 2-0 to Palace, by the way. Eduardo scored, who they brought in from Celtic, who I think might be a really good signing for them. But I don't know what the story is with Cavani. We'll see if we can find out. But he wasn't rumoured to be part of the squad yesterday. I don't think he's been dropped. I think it's an injury issue with Cavani. We're 10 subscribers away from 123,000, so please subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner. One thing I was just going to check, which I was intrigued with, because I do like it when I get these sort of things right, is I think that I got the Ronaldo hat-trick loading, says Jordan. I definitely think he will score. Do you think this is the best side possible, even with everyone available, says Ben Anderson. No excuses today. Ben, I think that this side is a side that would win the league if Matic wasn't so old. That's how good I think this side is. I think the problem we've got is that not Cristiano Ronaldo, Nemanja Matic is past it. And we all know that when McTominay's back, it won't be Matic. So, but Matic is playing because McTominay's injured and Fred probably wasn't properly prepared for the game. But yeah, I do think that team, if it was a right Matic, would be good. I got the right team. I've just looked on my preview. First few seconds, check out my preview. Here we go. De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, Varane, Shaw, Matic, Pogba, Bruno, Sancho, Greenwood, Ronaldo. That was the team I predicted Ollie would pick. 11 out of 11. Well done. I'll tell you what, I'm pretty happy with that, because it's very, very hard to predict it with Ollie. It really is. Is Jadon Sancho just as good as a left winger as he is as a right wing? He's played there a lot, Marcus. He can definitely play there. What do you think Ronaldo can bring to our attack against the low block? Love from Norway, says Troy. Well, manoeuvrability in and around the box. As I said, leaps like a salmon, neck muscles like a giraffe, forehead like a brick. He's a forehead like Superman's punch. He's got the hat trick going on. Leap like a salmon, neck muscles like a giraffe, a forehead like Superman's punch. So, yeah, we put crosses in the box, it'll be fine. Mark, which way round do you think is better for Sancho and Greenwood? Sancho left and Greenwood right, or other way around? Both are probably better on the right, says Pen Piano Works. I don't think it matters massively. I think Sancho is better off the right, but I think you can swap them around a bit. And remember, they're both very young players. It's not like they're 27 and have spent all their careers playing as a right winger. We can definitely move it around a bit. So, yeah, definitely do that. Zayn Miasi says goal again. He's very happy. Make sure you subscribe, like I said. Cavani's got a knock, which makes sense. It does make sense. Solskjaer, I'm facing. Let's have a look at Solskjaer's pre-match quotes here. We've got them coming in. We want to see a real Manchester United performance and be the best version of ourselves, a balance between enjoying ourselves and working harder than the opponents. The atmosphere is good around the club. We have started decent with 7 points and everyone is excited by Ronaldo's homecoming. He said he's been training meticulously and everyone can see why he's still going. He's so meticulous and professional in everything he does. Hopefully we get another 5 to 10% extra from him when he steps onto the pitch. It's just going to be so exciting seeing Cristiano Ronaldo, isn't it? That's the treat everybody's got today. But Spurs are going to lose this game. They're 2-0 down, which is great news. If we win, then we go above Spurs. Remember, though, I don't even remember myself here, but remember, we've got, I don't know whether we've got Levin coming on. He's meant to be coming on. I don't know what's going on with that. I'll get told in my ear in a minute. But remember, we have got other games going on at 5 p.m. today, at 3 p.m. today. It's a really weird one because because it's straight after the international break and because the Champions League is on midweek. They've got to get through a lot of games on Saturday, Sunday because a lot of the European teams are playing. So Arsenal are playing Norwich, could be Arteta's last game. Brentford are playing Brighton, but Leicester are playing Man City. Chelsea play Villa. Watford Wolves, not really interested in that. But, if Leicester could get something against Man City, that could be quite an interesting 3 o'clock game. But we'll see what happens. It's away for them, of course, because we're at home. If Ronaldo scores the whole world with Sue, doesn't feel right with Sancho on the left. I feel like Greenwood is good with both feet, says Simon. I think people are, being a little bit too picky. I really don't think. I don't think that's a massive issue. The Irish Zombie says Spurs have had 2 shots all game. I'll be honest with you, mate. Got to be honest with you, mate. I did think Spurs were very lucky against Wolves when they won 1-0 away. And I did say that I don't think Nuno will end up being a good coach. But, that's by the by. It's Ronaldo Day. Oh, God, I've just got a really... I don't know what that's all about. Shooting pain in the area I don't want to talk about. Ryan, thank you very much for becoming a member. This is actually our best team, isn't it? Says Clay. I don't think it's Ollie's best team. Do you expect Donny to come on as a substitute today, says Sumya? I would hope so. But then again, Lingard's on the bench. Pardon? Okay. Levin, how you doing, pal?
Viva Ronaldo!
He's here.
I am just so happy. There's no better feeling than just seeing that. When you get the Twitter notifications and you see that the team line up. Honestly, Mark, I went to bed, and before I went to bed, I was thinking, you know what? I feel like Martial's just gonna start. I was worried for a brief amount of time. I was worried, but Ollie has made Ronaldo Day almost perfect. Once we win, then it'll be perfect. But it is just, I'm just very happy. I'm very excited.
I think it's we've probably all been through that thing today where we've welcome to the Members Club, Gary. By the way, I think it's been one of that. I even said it on Twitter this morning. As long as Ronaldo starts, that's all I'm bothered about. Knowing Ollie, he'll probably start Lingard, and I'd sort of accepted myself that every scenario of maybe even Mata will start. But as long as Ronaldo started, I was going to be happy. And to be honest, that team is the team I predicted he would play, actually. And look, on Donny, neither of us expected him to play anyway.
Yeah, and I think you look at that team, and that's probably our best team right now. I heard you before, you're talking about whether Ollie thinks this is best team, and that's a whole different question in itself. But I think when you look at, balancing a team the way you perfectly can, of course, maybe you could argue Donny's more talented football-wise than Matic, and so bringing him in, blah, blah. But in terms of just balancing the squad, the best team we have right now, the players available, I think this is it. And I'm expecting a masterclass today. I'm expecting, pristine levels of football. And I hope we can get that, because Ronaldo, I want to see Ronaldo get at least a brace, at the very least.
Oh, I'm absolutely convinced he's going to score. I don't know about you. I think it's the most nailed on thing, if you know Ronaldo anyway. But I'm absolutely convinced. I think it's a matter of what minute he will score. I'm absolutely convinced.
Yeah, apparently Spurs have conceded again. So
yeah, it's 3-0. I've just seen it. Edouard has just scored. So Edouard, it's all over the live chat. They're all saying Edouard, what a debut. I don't know whether he got a hat trick or not. He's got two. He's got two. So look, you know, it's a big day for us. If we win, we go above Spurs. This could be the start of something very, very special. I know you like to dissect a game tactically. I remember we had that chat about the Register a few weeks ago. When you look at that game today, I said that, look, I expect Matic to drop in between the two centre-backs. The full-backs will push forward and Pogba will push forward. And it will basically be just Newcastle bombarded with probably crosses into the box mainly. I think we'll be putting a lot of crosses into the box. Can you see anything? And then you'll have Pogba and Bruno around the edge for any sort of long shots, and Ronaldo, you know, looking for, you know, rebounds, and, you know, Greenwood and Sancho allowed to express themselves, Shaw and Wan-Bissaka pushing back, and then Matic just patrolling. Do you see anything different to that?
Not really. I really do expect to see much of what we saw in our best games last season, where I'm looking forward to seeing how we play off the left. Obviously, Sancho seems to be the one that's going to play there. I'm going to see how we're making, because, you know, the way we play, we create a lot of overloads on the left. You know, Luke Shaw was so good with that. You know, his relationship with Rashford, last season was brilliant. I want to see how he works with Sancho, because where, like, the way Newcastle play, you can very much isolate their defenders, right? And so I want to see Sancho in some 1v1s, taking people on. You know what I mean? Like, I talked about, you know, I've just seen people giving him criticism and whatnot. I've watched a lot of Sancho play when he played for Dortmund. The one thing I've noticed from watching him at Dortmund versus his few amount of games at United, you know, he almost doesn't seem like he feels free. Do you know what I mean? And I want to see him playing with that freedom. I think today is a perfect opportunity for that. I expect us to play a lot down the left. And like you said, you know, we got to be getting balls into the box for Ronaldo. That's the main thing. And don't, you know, let's not underestimate his ability to you know, get involved in the play and you know, have some good 1-2s with you know, the likes of Bruno or Pogba, right? You look back at the Euros where he was the top goal scorer. I think it was a game where Portugal were all for the whole game, and then they scored like 3 goals in like 10 minutes, right? Like the goal he scored, I think it was with either Rafa or Jota, where like he links something, he takes it past the keeper. Like these kind of goals, yeah, he can score as well still. So honestly, it should be a goal fest. Like the atmosphere at OT today will be nuts. Like it will be absolutely insane. I feel so bad for all the Newcastle players. Like there's just nothing you can do, really. I expect us to just win this game with ease, genuinely.
Yeah, I don't.
No, don't say that. Don't say that, man.
I just think that with regards to, I just don't. You should never say this. And look, people will be saying this, but let me just look at some of the chats. Luke Shaw's crossing ability combined with Ronaldo's heading is going to cause nightmare for defenders, says Cano. Gutted for everyone in the UK that can't watch, says Gary. I'm sure they'll find a way. Christian, welcome to the members club. No more excuses from now on, says Nemo de Fish. Time to fight for titles. Hi, Mark. So gassed for the game. Shame I can't watch it and watch the GOAT come out on the pitch 4-0. I'm sure they'll show that Ronaldo coming out. They can show you that sort of stuff on Sky. They'll show you that. They will show you that. They just won't show you the game. If you're on Sky Sports News, they'll show Ronaldo coming out onto the pitch. I'm sure they will. Or BT or Score Track or whatever. Happy for today as it's my birthday and Ronaldo is starting. Hopefully we get the win. Big ups as Con.
Happy birthday.
Also, happy birthday. Yep. And Christopher Highland, welcome to the Members Club. But no, I was going to say, Levin, I mean, look, you've always got to be respectful in football because anything can happen. We don't lose this game. we don't. I can't. I know you should never be that arrogant, but I don't think any United fan is sat there going, we might lose this game. I mean, if you lose this game, Ollie out deserves to trend. It's like he's got something, barring a stupid double red card for, you know, people having a scrap, you know, maybe Pogba and Bruno start having a fight about who's better, Pogba FC or Bruno FC, and they both get sent off. You know, I just can't see it. I think I think a lot of our players will be better for the international break as well. I thought Luke Shaw looked a lot fitter, and Harry.
I'm just fearing because I know people are already starting to clip it up just in case. But
well, look, anything can happen. But what I'm saying is, I don't see it happening.
I'm seeing people going mad in the chat. I'm seeing people say 10-0, 8-0. Like
I didn't get your prediction yesterday. What is your score prediction?
Well, my prediction yesterday was 3-0 Ronaldo brace, Harry Maguire gets a header. But now, Mark, I want to go crazy. I want to say something like 6-0, but I'm not going to go that far. But I do, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, Draughty goes 7-0 every game. You know, he might be right.
Well, you know what? Yeah, this would be the game where we do get the 7-0. You know what I mean? If we were going to get it, it would be this one. Honestly, I don't see it. Like you mentioned, like I do like to look at things tactically, and I'm always thinking about worst case scenario and all these things, but I actually don't see a pathway to really losing this game. Like we should run through these guys. And, you know, of course, football's about tactics and all these things and, you know, technicalities and all that. But when you just look at it from like an emotional standpoint, just the energy that's going to be in the stadium, that alone is enough to push you on. That first 15 minutes, yeah, we got to be, you know, perfect to me, because that energy that they're going to get from the crowd alone is mad.
Yeah, as we've spoken about that, haven't we? It's like it's very, look, I don't care whether you're Bayern Munich playing, you know, very Juventus, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Liverpool, it's United. Obviously, we experience United all the time. You don't get these sort of games very often whereby, you know, everybody goes to a football match and is excited, but you don't get many games where when the whistle blows and the crowd is like you've scored your 5th goal. Like this is why people talk about Old Trafford and Champions League nights, because they used to be like that. You know, when literally you kick off and the fans don't need warming up. They're just like, let's go for it. That's what we're going to get. And I don't feel sorry for any opposition. It's a competitive sport, but Newcastle, really, they're there to be roasted. They are there to be annihilated. But look, I don't care if it's 6, I don't care if it's 3. 3-0 is a very good scoreline, but I think it's always very difficult to start going above 4 or 5, really, especially with United. But we could do. Depends how Newcastle play. If they give us the ball and let us attack, then you know, it could, you know, and we get an early goal because that opens it up.
Yeah, even though because I talked just about how, you know, I thought Callum Wilson would be dangerous. He's not going to be playing, right? But, you know, they are still going to be dangerous in transition. Say Maximin's starting, right? I didn't see their lineup. Say Maximin's starting?
Yeah, he's playing up top. Yeah.
And he will be dangerous in transition, and maybe that's something to watch out for. How do Matic and Pogba deal with that? But ultimately, man, I just don't see. It's not enough for me to be convinced that there's, you know, there's any real hope for them. You know, like Steve Russo said, they're there to try and, you know, spoil the party. To what extent is that, like, you know, maybe Ronaldo doesn't get as many goals, right? That's the only thing I think they can really do to spoil the party anyway. I just don't see it for them.
Whether it's 3-0, 4-0, 5-0, 6-0, 10-0, we're winning the league tonight if we win, aren't we, really? I mean, the hype is real. The hype is real. And I just think it's... does it feel to you as good as you thought it was going to be? We all knew it was going to happen.
Honestly, I wish there was like a live camera recording in my house the whole time, because I was sitting down on the sofa downstairs and I checked my phone and I genuinely jumped up in excitement. Like I was just like, you know, I'm singing Viva Ronaldo, I'm jumping up, I'm just excited because you see the lineup, and obviously, you know, if you're in the UK, you're not going to be able to watch the game and whatnot, but, you know, I am looking forward to seeing, you know, just the kickoff, just even the kickoff, right? His first touches on the ball, that is just filling me with so much excitement. So yeah, it feels as good. And when we win, it will feel even better. And I'm going to go to bed tonight happy and elated.
I will, obviously, we'll do the watch-along match reaction. I just can't wait to be able to give a player rating for Cristiano Ronaldo. I think that in itself is just massively exciting. And remember, you'll be able to do that on the United stand. In the second half, we'll put the player ratings up and you can vote, mark your players out of 10, 6 being the average. But what I also look forward to, and we mentioned it last night, is that once the dust settles on the win, I want to watch this game back a couple of times over the weekend and just really look at Ronaldo in a, you know, and even this weekend, we're not going to learn it totally, but just what he is going to give to United and how we get the best out of him. Because I think one thing that does make me think, and I don't think it'll happen today, but, you know, you think about all those games Cavani's had and Martial's had where it's the graveyard shift, and you think, you know, it's about not making it be a graveyard shift. And look, taking it away from Ronaldo, I really think we are playing against the low block today. Can we get the tempo up, or do you think we'll just probe? I think we'll probably probe in a game like this. I don't think we will play with a high tempo. I don't know what you think about that.
I think a lot of it will depend on what Newcastle do, right? I expect them to sit back and you sort of do get the back and forth. Obviously, when you're trying to break down a low block, the one thing you never want to see is just a U shape, right? Where you're passing it around in a U. You want to see, at the end of the day, the way to effectively break down a low block is by almost catching them out, right? And moving the ball quickly where you can. Quick switches of play, these kind of things, whether it be aerially or across the ground. Like, it doesn't always have to be a cross. Like Man City do it really well, where it's not crosses, but it's just like quick passes. And that's a real, sort of test. I'm really excited. I know I keep mentioning Sancho just because I really do like Sancho and I want the best for him. I want to see how he does, because that's one thing that, we talked about him being brought in for, like his ability to take defenders on against when they're in a low block and be able to take them on and really create something. You need someone that can do that, and we have that in him. Greenwood, I'm excited to see Greenwood. Greenwood's looked brilliant this season, and obviously he's going to be playing off the right, not as a number 9, but I still expect him to put in a shift, and we know what he can do. So there's so much talent that you can almost expect something crazy from anyone. Like, what if Pogba just has another crazy game where he wants to get 1 million assists, right? What if Bruno decides it's Ronaldo Day, but I want to score a long shot today, and he does, right? Like, there's so much potential for people to just really impact the game, even beyond just Ronaldo, and that's what makes us so scary now. Like, we are such a stacked team in that sense, and now it's just about delivering, because we know what we can do, but can we actually do it on the pitch against a Newcastle team that shouldn't pose us a threat?
We've just had a super chat from Peter. He's asking about Cavani. He's got a knock. That's why he's not even on the bench today. Fred is warming up. He's on the bench. Yes, Josh, he is. And I totally agree with Levin. This is the exciting thing about this team, is that, look, you look at Matic and, there's a question mark that will probably be Fred or McTominay when they're back able to start. But away from that midfield situation, the goalkeeper's fantastic. Back four's fantastic. Pogba and Bruno are fantastic. Sancho and Greenwood, exciting. Ronaldo, there's teams in the world that would give their left arm to just have 2 or 3 of the front 6 we've got. And Pogba can win a match. Bruno can win a match. Sancho can win a match. Greenwood can win a match. Ronaldo can win a match. It's the quality we've got. And I was talking about this, and we'll talk about Donny in a moment, because I think it's not really the time to talk about Donny. But I was saying this, Levin. I don't think a Manchester United, when you think about it contextually, there has not been a Manchester United player manager in history that's been backed this well. I don't think even Sir Alex was backed this well in relation to over £400 million in 3 years spent. And not just money spent, because we've seen money spent badly, but the quality of player, especially this summer, Varane, Sancho and Ronaldo added to Pogba, Bruno, Luke Shaw, Greenwood, Rashford, Maguire, De Gea, Wan-Bissaka. I don't think Ollie's asking for excuses either, but it is time to deliver. It is.
Yeah. Like, it's definitely time to deliver. You talk about progression. Of course, we all want progression. We were in a bad place as a club, and we knew we needed to progress, and we have progressed. But what's that next stage? What is the next step in that progression? We can't endlessly say progression. What is now that next step? Well, the next step in progression is to actually go out and win something, for the players to get that experience of, being winners in some capacity, and then you push to try and repeat and three-peat or whatever. And you look at our squads, like I keep referencing this when I talk to my friends who don't support United, right? They all look at our team and go, flipping no, United, like, you guys should be winning. Because when obviously football's more complicated than that, right? It's not just about all the star names you have in a team, but when you do look at this lineup that we're playing today, in every single position, you have someone where you think, oh my goodness, that player's a player. And obviously maybe you go, Matic isn't, right, because he's beyond his best, we know that. But even Matic, if we can get a good performance from Matic, that's going to be a quality performance. You know what he's going to give you in that sense. So yeah, we've got to be competitive. We genuinely have to. Starting 11-wise, we're up there with anybody else in the league. Just starting 11. Obviously, some other teams have crazy levels of depth that we are not yet at. But starting 11, we can take anybody. And the thing is as well, Mark, is the truth is, as much as, people don't want to hear, the truth is, when you look back at Premier League winning sides in the history of the Premier League, not every position is like perfect. Not every position has somebody who'd go, yeah, they're top 2 or top 3 in their position worldwide. And when you look at least, you know, our team right now, in every single position, you have somebody who is probably top 3 in their position in the Premier League at the very least. Worldwide's a different conversation or whatever, but in the Premier League, you have someone that's elite in every single position. And that in itself is very, very exciting.
It is. And I think the midfield situation for me is something that's going to build out over the time. I don't think it can't be an excuse. Look, I think the midfield position, the holding midfield position, is about whether you can win a Champions League or a Premier League with that area. That's a debate point. I don't think in 75% of our games we can use it as an excuse. It's not an excuse not to beat a Newcastle or a Burnley or anything like that. So today it's different. I mean, in relation to Donny, I feel I must just touch on it very, very quickly. In relation to Donny, is there any way that he could have started this game in your mind? Should he have started this game? Is it more about Tuesday night after Ollie saying, look, you know, you're not going on loan to Everton, etc.?
I get people want to see Donny play more. I want to see Donny get more football and play more. But I saw people complaining like on Twitter and stuff like, okay, we know from what Ollie has said himself, we know Donny van der Beek is not going to play as a holding midfielder. In a pivot, when you have 2 6s, he's not going to be the 6 that's a holding midfielder, right? So he's not playing in Matic's role. Ollie doesn't see him as that. No coach that, you know, he's not, that's not what he is. Maybe one day he can be there, but that's not what he currently is. So he wasn't in competition with Matic. So he's in competition with Pogba and Bruno. That's how Ollie sees him. He's not starting over Pogba or Bruno. So I don't really see why people are complaining. I'd love to see him get on the pitch at some point today. And I think there's possibly a chance we get that. I'm not optimistic when it comes to Donny getting football anymore. I'd like to see him get on the pitch today. I think it's a perfect game for him to get involved, especially if they're playing a low block. Like, he can help penetrate that very well. But he wasn't going to start over Pogba or Bruno, so I'm not too bothered about him being on the bench. If he doesn't get involved, that's when maybe I'll be a bit more bothered. But yeah, it's not, you know, I don't know why people are complaining. Unless, if you're complaining because you think, oh, Donny should start over Matic, and that's a different conversation as a whole. And that's where we need to go back to what we were talking about yesterday, where that's not the kind of player he is, and Ollie doesn't see him as that. Ollie's literally told us now he doesn't see him as that. He said he can play as a 6 in a 2, and he specifically said that because Donny's the 6 that gets forward, not the 6 that plays as a holding midfielder, and that's what Matic is today. Ollie doesn't see him as that, and he doesn't see him as that. Yeah, Donny would be the Pogba. So in that sense, I'm not complaining that Donny's not starting. Tuesday, when we're playing young boys or whatever, you know, you probably would expect him to get involved and probably start there, just simply rotation and whatnot. But no, today I'm not bugging out because Donny's not starting.
Vignesh says he's buzzing for the game. I really hope we can get Ronaldo the service. Newcastle will play a low block, need to play a high tempo. Triggered says, my friend Spesh suddenly recently lost his life. He couldn't wait to see Ronaldo play for us, but I'm hoping Ronaldo make him proud today. Rest in peace. Yeah, rest in peace to your mate. And let's hope Ronaldo can deliver. John T says, good day, Mark and Levin. Been watching since the Google Hangout days, under 1,000 subscribers. Bloody hell, that makes me feel old. Feels like we're finally back to being a big club again, buzzing for the match, 2 a.m. Well, look, we're not a big club unless we win. Crystal Palace have beaten Spurs today. You know, things can go wrong. You've got to go out there and deliver. But, you know, this is one of the things we've spoken about quite consistently as well, is it's not just buying Cristiano Ronaldo, the footballer. You're buying Cristiano Ronaldo, the winner. And I'm interested to see. I mean, there's just so many aspects. To me, Levin, I mean, Donny should have been a better option than Matic, says Sarah, and welcome to Members Club, Jeff Chesworth. But I almost feel that this game as well would be the perfect game to have the player cam, the old player cam that you had on Sky Sports, where you could just follow Ronaldo and not the game, because that's the thing for me. I just can't wait to see. I mean, it's still going to be a dream. It's a dream that he is playing for Manchester United, even though we've had 3 weeks for this dream to become a reality in our heads. So much he can bring to this team, and the journey starts here.
When do you think it's going to wear off? Because I feel like I'm going to feel this way next game and the game after that. And
it has to wear off, doesn't it, at some point? But that's even more exciting, that this isn't a one. It's almost like people are treating this like a one-off. I've got to be at Old Trafford. I've got to get there. I've got to get there. It's like, yeah, you know, he will play against Liverpool at Old Trafford. He'll play against Man City. He's going to play loads of games for Man United from now on.
Yeah. No, honestly, that because I'm going to the West Ham match, and obviously that's an away game, so hopefully I'll be able to get to watch it there. But you know, when you're seeing the excitement, like people are scrambling. I had people messaging me like, "Oh my god, Levin, I'm trying to get to Old Trafford and I can't get there. Oh, the tickets, it's extortion, man. They're trying to charge me all this money for these to go on these websites." I'm thinking, you know, I understand. You want to be there for the first time. I get that, and that, you know, excitement, you know, the crowd roar, like that kind of pop that we get today may never be replicated, right? But like you said, we're gonna be able to see this in weeks to come. And yeah, it will wear off at some point. But when it does wear off, I just hope we're sitting at the top of the league, clear of everybody else. And I'm fine with it wearing off then.
Yeah. We are very, 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 very happy to have Cristiano Ronaldo at this football club. That's all I'm going to say. I was asked for my point on Donny. Look, I agree with Levin. We spoke about this last night. I think if Donny's starting in this team, he starts where Sancho is, or where Pogba is, or where Bruno is. That's where the evidence lies for Donny van der Beek. I would play him where Matic is, but that would have to be, you know, that I don't know whether he can play there. Are we to believe that that's where he can play? I mean, he's mentioned it himself. Ollie's saying it's more of in a 2. I never expected him to start today anyway, so I can't really give you the reason why he's not. You know, he might come on where Matic is, but I'd imagine Fred comes on there. I think Donny, I mean, I suppose the interesting thing is people say Donny's going to come on. Fred's probably going to come on before Donny. Lingard's probably going to come on before Donny. He might not get on today anyway.
Martial's probably going to come on before Donny.
Yeah. I mean, Martial's probably more unlucky than anybody not to start.
Yeah, he is the unluckiest person. Like, where he's not going to play up front as a number 9. Off the left, we have our £70 million signing of Jadon Sancho, who needs to get minutes. That's the reality. Yeah, very unlucky. And then when Rashford comes back, he's even lower in the pecking order, probably. I don't know what happens
on the bench.
I really hope some journalists ask about Martial. Like, I really do hope so, because I talked about on the show. Bro. Yeah. Like, he looks good, and clearly Deschamps likes him, and I think Ollie does like him, right? I talked about on the show with Adam and the Beth and Jordan, the panel, and I was talking about how, you know, you look at how Ollie's treated Martial over last season, very much speaks so highly of him, right? Very personal, speaks highly. And I saw Carl Anker was mentioning how, like, you know, he calls him Anto, right? And he's very personal, and it's because he had to rely on Martial last season, right? He was relying on Martial because Martial was his ideal sort of number 9, and he'd used Cavani as a backup. Like, people forget that Cavani was used mostly as a backup last season. Only started 13 games and he played 26 as half. And it's only when Martial got injured is when Cavani really started, you know, playing week in, week out. But now that he doesn't have to rely on Martial, I want to see how he treats him in that sense, right? Where is he still going to call him Anto? Is he still going to talk so highly of him and big him up and say all these great things about him? Obviously, I don't expect Ollie to talk bad on him, because he doesn't do that with any player. But is it going to be the same, where he really talks like he needs Martial, where now he doesn't need Martial, right? He has Ronaldo, he has Sancho, he has Rashford, he has Greenwood. So he doesn't need him. So I want to see how he treats him now.
Josh says the crowd is cheering Ronaldo. Welcome to the Members Club, Jeff. Absolute dream to see Ronaldo back at Old Trafford. This team needed that leader figure, says Vignesh. With all the leaders in the team, you almost forget that Maguire is the captain, says Ben. Mark, do you think the Ulcer will burst if Ronaldo scores? I haven't got the Ulcer. It's been all right. I've got away with it so far. Keith, thank you very much. Ulcer watch. I'm from the Hangout days, fell out of love with football years ago. Coming back to your channel helped relight my passion. Cheers. And Viva Ronaldo, says Kato. It's amazing the amount of people actually who say that, you know, the United stand has made them more in tune with their football club than they've ever been, because it's a daily thing that they can chat and interact about, whereas, you know, didn't have that before. So make sure you subscribe. Bottom right hand corner, get involved with the channel. We're only 10 away from 123,000. So bottom right hand corner to subscribe. We will be live throughout my match reaction, and we've got match reactions coming in. Levin's going to be doing the fan forum as well, which will be about sort of just after 5. Loads. Jordan and Adam are at the match. I think they're going to do match reactions for us as well. So there's loads to get involved with on the channel on this historical day.
Mark, I just saw a super chat there. Someone mentioned, it's mad how we've just not mentioned the fact that Rafael Varane is in defence starting. at Old Trafford. It's his first start at Old Trafford. Like, our team is nuts. Like, I've not even thought about that. Varane is actually a world-class centre-back, and this is his first start at OT.
Wow. It's mad. And Ethan, thanks for the super chat, because it goes in again with what somebody said about Harry Maguire. But this is what Real Madrid's and great teams do. You know, if you think about that Liverpool team that won the league, you know, Robertson, Van Dijk, Alisson, Trent, Salah, Mane, you know, you've got, you know, we're loving it because we've not had it for a while. Everything's on Ollie now. He's got to deliver, because we're looking at that team and we're forgetting to mention players that I think 2 years ago would have been going, oh, Luke Shaw. Oh, yeah. Did you see him for England? He got a couple of assists. Oh, yeah. We're not talking about Luke Shaw. He's still a fantastic player. We're not talking about Maguire. He's still a fantastic player, because we're talking about Ronaldo. No, we've not mentioned Bruno. We've mentioned Pogba because of the midfield. Not really mentioned Greenwood. Spoke about Sancho. But you're right. Varane, to me, would be the signing of the summer if we hadn't got Ronaldo, because that solved the problem at centre-back. You know, the Lindelof-Maguire thing, I just didn't like it. You now got Varane there, and you're like, yeah, go on then. If you want to attack us, we've got Maguire and Varane.
Yeah, I want to see Varane dealing with St. Maximin. You know what I mean? I'm sure there'll be drawing back and forth in French and whatnot. I want to see how he deals with these people, because, you know, he thrives it. And you talk about how, like, you know, all these people, we're not talking as much about these people because of Ronaldo. Like, yeah, the pressure's been taken off of some of these people, and that's going to benefit them, right? You know, I think after how great Luke Shaw's been over the past year, you know, people did start to look at him, and you almost expect, you know, brilliance from him every game. And that's pressure that sometimes players just don't need, right? Sancho's all coming in. You know, there'll be less pressure on him now. People aren't watching him as closely because Ronaldo's there. And the thing about Ronaldo taking all this pressure is he thrives on it. That's what he wants. Like, he wants the pressure because he loves to prove people wrong. And I know, like, you know, he mentioned in the West Brown thing, like, he's seeing himself, all the people talking about how he's old and can he still do it in the Prem. He will want to score. He will want to hit that C so loud, yeah, that they'll hear it all over the UK. Do you know what I mean? And I want to see how OT does the C as well. Are we going to hear C? Are we going to hear Swee, the Goldbridge classic Swee? I don't know what we're going to hear, but I know we're going to hear.
I think that's that mocking of it. Well, not just banter of it has to stop now. I have to do it properly now. It's
you know, people actually take you serious, though. You know, there's people who actually think, why does he say sweet? Does he not know? Does he not know? It's like, flipping hell, man.
It used to work because it used to work quite well when he was at Juventus and Real Madrid, but now he's at United. I can't get away with it now. I'm going to have to do it properly. Look, Levin, it's been great having you on. What was your final score prediction before we let you go?
3-0, Ronaldo brace, slabheads to smash in a corner or something. We have so many aerial threats. Oh my!
There's got to be a headed goal. There has to be. It's going to be
a mad. Oh yeah, it will definitely be a headed goal. 100%. I'm looking forward to it, Mark.
Great, mate. Well, we'll get you on for the forum a little bit later, and I know you like to look at the game in a tactical sense. So we will speak to you a little bit later on, mate. And thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Like Mark said, guys, the fan forum, you want to check it out. We'll be giving you the best breakdowns. We'll have, I don't even know who's going to be on it this week, but we'll have brilliant people on it. Yeah, I'm there. So if you want to see more from me, I'll be there later today. Enjoy the game, guys. It's going to be a good one. I can promise you that.
Speaks in a bit, pal. And you can follow Levin on all his socials on Levin2K. Levin starting with L. So there you go. We're back. Make sure you share the video. You can click the share button and you can share the video. Share it on Twitter, Facebook. We've got nearly 26,000 watching. In fact, we've got 26,000 watching. Let's push those numbers up for Ronaldo. We are getting very close, 10 minutes away to the start of the journey with Manchester United and Cristiano Ronaldo. Part 2. That's 4. If we got Kimmich or Goretzka, do you think we'd win the league, says Lucas? And watching Ronnie warm up with the squad is like a dream. Goosebumps, says Luke. William, Mark, thank you for joining the members club. Thanks for all the super chats that are coming in. You can do that through the $sign if you wish to. Make sure you smash the like on the video. It's Ronaldo's return. We want 10,000 likes on the video. Smash that like. Ronaldo is back. It's very exciting. There are other games to keep you updated with what's going on today as well. Don't worry. Don't get worried about what I'm doing with my back. I do have lower back pain, and I've been stood up for 2 hours this morning watching a football match, and it was very hard ground. So my back is not good today. So I will need to stretch it out a little bit. But T1 says he's in Old Trafford and it's amazing. I guarantee you're not in Old Trafford because There's 75,000 people in Old Trafford, and the reception is shit. So I doubt very much that you'll be able to comment on a live chat. You might just get on Twitter if you wait 10 minutes, but unless you're on their private Wi-Fi, in which case, welcome. Why don't you go watch United at the United ground? I love this question, Deadly, and I guarantee it'll be from a troll. But the reality is, it's my personal choice. It's not yours. I run the United stand. I've done watch-alongs for 5 or 6 years. I'll go to Old Trafford when I want to go. I've been plenty of times, thank you very much. And if I don't do a watch-along, we don't have a watch-along. And a lot of people like the watch-along, and I choose to do it. It's my opinion. It's my choice. If you think that doesn't make me a United fan, jog on. But I get bored of answering that question because it's my choice, not your choice. So why are you even interested in it? Nice new setup, says Andrew Dunnett. Thank you very much. And people do get very obsessed about it, though, don't they? I spend zero amount of my time as a Manchester United fan thinking about anybody like anybody in the chat or any other United fan. I don't think for 1 second of my life they're a worse United fan than me. They should be doing that. Live your own life. Like, people get absolutely obsessed about it. It's like, he's on Sky talking about United and he hasn't got a Mancunian accent. So what? So what? Somebody else has decided to put that person on, not you. If you want to choose who goes on Sky Sports, maybe do your qualifications and become a production manager. You know, simple as that. Solve your own problems. Let everybody else live their life. And we've got 26,000 people watching a watch along like we always do as our own community doing our own thing. And if you don't like it, there's this X in the top corner. Press it and go. We're talking Ronaldo. Glazers in the building. Of course they are. Rammed Manchester United. We're getting some pictures now coming through. It's coming through on BT and Sky. And some people are putting it up on Twitter because, of course, I'll tell you what, we won't get many of them for long because the reception's going to be shit. But thanks for doing watch-alongs. Makes the game more enjoyable, says Matthew D. Well, we're going to be massively reliant on you lot today, which reminds me, I just need to get my Radio 5 Live. This is where it becomes a bit of an arse for me because I've got something in my ear talking at me. It's a bit loud. Okay, I just want it in my ear so I can hear the commentary. Chris Waddle. That's definitely Chris Waddle I can hear. Used to love Chris Waddle, never played for Manchester United. Mark, I know you're as excited as I am. Just wanted to wish you good luck. We have got a timer per Eric Klassen, yes. Loving the new setup. It's great, says Vignesh. Yeah, make sure you smash a like on video. Sir Alex is in the ground. And I'm sure people are going to be all over the place. People are going to be probably 5 minutes behind us watching it and things like that. If you know, you know. But we will bring you updates. Not updates. We will bring you stats on the screen throughout the game, shots on target. We may even have individual player stats for you as well. This is a step up for the United stand, but it's a step up for Manchester United because Cristiano Ronaldo is a Manchester United player, and this is going to be a massive game. So make sure you smash a like on the video and make sure you subscribe bottom right-hand corner. We were 10 subscribers away from 123,000 a few minutes ago. So please subscribe bottom right-hand corner. I also want to say, as we approach kickoff, I want to say this. Big shout out to Boohoo Man, who are sponsoring the show today. I'm wearing some Boohoo Man activewear, as you know. They are giving a Ronaldo. No, they're not giving a Ronaldo. They did do a Ronaldo shirt, actually, Boohoo Man, on their Twitter thing. I don't know whether it's over yet. But on this stream, 50% off using the code Ronaldo50. You get 50% off the Boohoo Man active range and other items on their website through the link in the video description from the second this game kicks off. So when the game kicks off, they said at the point Ronaldo enters the pitch, the Ronaldo 50% off discount code is active with Boohoo Man range. Boohoo Man. And I'm wearing some of their active range now. Running gear, football gear, the lot. Gym wear, it's there. Ronaldo is out on the pitch. The crowd are roaring. I can hear them in my ear, and I'm sure many of you can as well. It's actually quite nice. I don't normally have... I'm normally watching a game on TV with no audio on because obviously it's electric, they're saying. You all right, Draughty? Everything fine? Oh, yeah, I saw your message on that. That is the problem, yeah. Coolio. Sir Alex is in the ground to witness it. Of course he is. The timer. Oh, Draughty, do you want me to just say when it kicks off so you can hit the timer? Is that right? Ah, right. Okay, yeah. Just so I remember, that's fine. Okay. Hopefully they'll do it right. Okay, we're ready to go. Score prediction for me: 3-0 Manchester United. The team is on the pitch. De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Varane, Maguire, Luke Shaw, Matic, Pogba, Bruno, Sancho, Greenwood, Ronaldo. It's time. We've waited. I've been waiting 12 years for this. I didn't actually think it was going to happen. It's going to happen. It's Manchester United. It's Newcastle. It's Ronaldo. It's Newcastle. It's the Premier League versus Ronaldo. Lewandowski, get ready to sit down. It's time. It's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's not actually time. It's 3 minutes to kick off. Watching from Brazil. Yeah, let us know where you're watching from. Make sure you subscribe. Bottom right hand corner. I can't believe my eyes. I can't believe my eyes as well. It's just fantastic to see Ronaldo on that pitch back at Manchester United, walking out. Those pictures that you can see all around the world of Cristiano Ronaldo walking out onto that Old Trafford pitch in a Manchester United shirt, in a packed out, because we've seen him at Old Trafford. We've seen him in front of 75,000, but he's been in a Real Madrid shirt, hasn't he? He's not been in a Manchester United shirt, and he is back in it. It's fantastic. Thanks for the super chats, by the way. You can do that through the $sign. Hi, Mark. I'm excited about Ronaldo, but I'm angry about Donny, says Mohammed. I think Donny's for another day. I think Donny's for the Sunday night show. I don't think Donny's for today. I don't think we should be focusing on that. Mark, your last episode of Driving with Goldbridge is class. Really enjoyed the energy between you and Lars. Giving me Snoop and Dre vibes. Need more content with you together, says Hubert. Yeah, well, it's him and True Geordie, isn't it? You know, although we can sit him down today. Anyone have a lemon for Paul Merson, says Sean Byrne. Viva Ronaldo! Viva Ronaldo! Running down the wing, hear United sing. Viva Ronaldo! Don't know why I'm speaking like I'm a Viking, but I'm trying to do Ollie. Ollie, that's not how you do Ollie. I've gone a bit Scottish. Scooby-Doo! Viva Ronaldo! Viva Ronaldo! Let's do it. Come on, let's do it. We're good to go. Hey, you know what? There is a player today playing for Newcastle, Sean Longstaff, and it does hit the contrast points of Manchester United, doesn't it? When Ollie first came in, we wanted Sean Longstaff that summer. 3 years later, we're buying Varane, Sancho, and Ronaldo to add it to Pogba, Bruno, Luke Shaw, Maguire, and all the others. We would have got Sean Longstaff if Newcastle had accepted 25 million. And where would we be as a club? Manchester United, where would we be as a club if we had had that done? You know, it's interesting. It's very, very interesting. I'm just getting ready so we can start the timer here. Mark, have the old number 8 Man United shirts on with Ronaldo on the back. Fits like a glove like Ronaldo will this Man United team. Viva Ronaldo, says St. Jimmy 16. We're off. There we go. Might be a few seconds off because it's the radio. Oh no, it's not off. It is off. Draughty, I'd say we're probably about 10 seconds in from the radio. It's hard to tell. "25 seconds. Well, I think the interesting thing at the start with this game is going to be whether Manchester United dictate the ball, and they certainly have to start off with. Manchester United moving that ball around and Newcastle will look to hit us on the break. But Newcastle would have looked to hit us on the break no matter what anyway, because that's what Newcastle do. They play with a back five. That's what they do. Newcastle sucks, says SLS. Please do smash a like on the video. We're heading towards 10,000 likes. Subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. And what else? Make sure you share the video. You will get banned from the chat for putting stupid comments in about how far ahead you are of everybody else, because ultimately it's a big red flag that you're going to ruin the chat. So you'll just get kicked off if you start saying, I'm 20 seconds ahead of everybody else. I'm 30 seconds ahead of everybody else. Thanks. That's a big red flag for the moderators to block you, and you will get blocked. So keep doing it. It's live, BBC Radio 5 live if you're in the UK. Here, if you want to find other things, that's up to you. Outside the UK, you'll be fine. Will United get the tempo going? Loving the new graphics, Marky, says Steve Locke. I mean, I did say at the start of before the game kicked off, I don't think that United will get the tempo up today, because ultimately Newcastle are going to sit back, and it's going to be the crowds. In some ways, the crowd is actually. It's very, very difficult, isn't it? Because you talked before the game about it's such a rarity to have a game that is so excited and electric before the game kicks off, like it was a few minutes ago. But ultimately, the game has been going for a minute and a half, 2 minutes, and it has gone a little bit quiet in Old Trafford. It's still loud, but it's gone a little bit quiet because it's impossible for United to get that tempo going against the low block, who is basically going to sit back. And United, therefore, I don't think we're going to have a high tempo today. I don't think we will have a high tempo today. Maguire's still the captain, yes, Kevin. Glazers are there also, but he was booed when he got out of his car, says Perik Klassen. Good. Early chance for Wan-Bissaka to put a cross into the box. That's where Manchester United are going to get a lot of joy today, is going down the wings. Viva Ronaldo! Viva Ronaldo! Running down the wing, hear United sing. Viva Ronaldo. Real says he's watching it on Twitter, apparently. Adam Parkin, welcome to the Members Club. If you want to get a readout, you can do that through the Super Chats option. It's the $sign. Thank you, everyone who supports the channel in that way. If you want to become a member and get a little members badge next to your name, like, I can't see any members today, but it's very busy, like Dougie Yoon, then you can do that by clicking the join button. Pogba putting it out wide again to Wan-Bissaka. The fullbacks are going to be very, very, very important today. And Wan-Bissaka with an awful cross, says White Owl. I think it is going to, we just said it on the radio there, I think it's going to be a long afternoon for Newcastle United, and we predicted this game being like this 100%, that it is going to be relentless United possession. I think I predicted it in the preview that Manchester United's possession today is going to be well over 60%. It could go north of 70%. For a Geordie, he's not that bright, is he? Chris Wadley says Newcastle are playing a back five. They played a back five for the first 3 games of the season, Chris. I tell you what, I would say early doors. This is an interesting tactical observation. Ronaldo dropping deep a lot and Bruno playing very close to him. Now, that wouldn't be a surprise in a game like this because we're playing Newcastle against a back five and a low block. Would you play like that at Anfield? No, you wouldn't. But Bruno, as we've seen in previous games, playing very, very close to the number 9, and Ronaldo dropping deeper, which, sort of Harry Kane-esque. That's maybe what he would have done at City. Mark, I appreciate everything you do. The United stand is phenomenal and really keeps his fans in the loop and motivated. Thanks a million, says Eamon. Thank you very, very much. Mark, your top looks like you're wearing a police radio. Disgraceful that we can't watch Ronaldo's debut, says disconnecting. That's a reminder, actually. Boohoo Man are sponsoring the show. Now I think I am wearing a police radio. You're right. What a call. This is Boohoo Man Active Range I'm wearing. 50% off for Ronaldo today. 50% off for Ronaldo today. Not for Ronaldo. You don't buy Ronaldo, Boohoo Man. 50% off Boohoo Man Active Range. It's been active since the last few minutes. Since the game kicked off, they said they would do a 50% discount code, which is Ronaldo50 off Boohoo Man clothing through the link in the video description since Ronaldo's been on the pitch. So Ronaldo50, get 50% off through the link in the video description. Write it down. Check the website out. You can get 50% off with that code exclusively from Boohoo Man and the United Stand today. Newcastle actually had a bit of a chance there. These things can happen. Joel Linton, their number 7, running at the defence, got a shot off, not a very good one, and United back in possession. Leo, thank you very much for the hype sticker there. McRail says Sean Longstaff is class. But, we will win this game today. I'm 100% confident we'll win this game today, but let's not forget, this is a game of football and things can go wrong and have gone wrong. Somebody just said, what do you think the tempo's like? Well, look, I can't be everything, especially in a game like this. Lots of people are watching the game. Give us your thoughts tactically, and we're more than happy to read them out. There was a lovely ball into Bruno there, and I don't think he realised he could have controlled it and maybe got a shot off. He's flicked it on, and Newcastle goalkeeper's got it. Pogba was the ball to Bruno, by the way. But tempo-wise, good tempo so far, says Haynick. I wouldn't say it's a slow tempo. I'd say it's an impossible game to play at a fast tempo, because fast tempo comes from a team that actually wants to come and play football. It's hard to play. If you think about United, when we've beaten teams like Chelsea and Man City, do those teams, with all their possession, play a high tempo? No, they don't, because they're playing against the back 8, aren't they? We're playing against the back 10 today. It's very hard to get the tempo up. Watching from but it's a good tempo. I'm watching from New Zealand. Good tempo. Let's keep it moving. Great to see Ron in red again, says Tommy V. I would like to see a little bit more from United in this first, what have we got? About 8.5 minutes. I'd like to see us getting down the flanks a little bit more, put some crosses in the box. Pogba's playing very, very deep, yes. Well, he will do, won't he? Sancho. Bruno whipping a cross in again, and Greenwood falls over with it on the back post. Sorry, not Bruno. Ronaldo. Zidane says, good tempo. Ronaldo had a few good touches. Pogba looking sharp. Defender is by the halfway line. Let's get it, says Zidane. So cross came in there, found its way to Ronaldo on the back post. Not, when you're thinking back post, don't think he's there to head it in. It's just outside the 6-yard box. Swivel volley, put it out for a goal kick. Very difficult technique, but he's gone for it. Viva Ronaldo, really, Ronaldo, running down the... There are other games going on today, yes. No goals in any of those games at the moment. Leicester hosting Man City, Arsenal playing Norwich. Their season starts today, Arsenal, remember. 0 points. 0 points. I can't believe there's people in the chat already. I agree with... Sam there. People in the chat already hating on Ronaldo because he's missed one chance. Oh, they do it all the time. They're going to do it all the time. This is going to happen all the time, and he's going to sit them all down. Well, that was better. That was definitely better from Ronaldo and Sancho. Good interchange in between Ronaldo and Sancho. Ronaldo into the box, gets a shot off, but it goes into the side netting. But it was good play there from Ronaldo, showing the skills and ability that he's got, having been fed by Sancho down the left-hand side. It was like Ronaldo of 12 years ago with the little step-overs. The tempo is quite slow. Newcastle playing with 10 men behind the ball with absolutely no space for Sancho or Mason. Sancho is looking sharper today, says Adleraj. I think Jadon Sancho will definitely enjoy the game today, because this is the sort of game that Jadon Sancho wants. If you think about United, typically we isolate our strikers, we isolate our attackers. Well, we can't isolate them in a game like this because we're going to play on the attack so much, which means Sancho, even though he's against the even though it's against the low block, Sancho likes that. He likes the little 1-2s and things like that. So United on the left-hand side. Again, Sancho is into the box, trying to find it, but Bruno's got it. Ronaldo, I sense a goal. I sense an early goal here. What have we got? 12 minutes, not nearly 12 minutes gone. Get that goal in. First 25 minutes, that's what you want. Clark says his mental health stinks at the moment. Well, join the Viva Ronaldo hype. Get involved, Clark. Enjoy this hype that we have here at Manchester United. Oh, QPR are winning against Reading if you're a QPR fan. Radio 5 Live. Viva Ronaldo. I'll tell you what, it is nice, though. I've got to say, it is nice. Being able to hear the crowd. That's the great thing about when I do normal watch-alongs and I've got it on my TV screen there. I can never hear the crowd, but I can hear the crowd today, so it's quite good. Already Sancho looking much better, much more involved, says Sumia. Yeah, I think that's worth a tweet, actually. So, I mean, there's so much to monitor, isn't there? There's so much to keep your eyes on. I mean, Varane, you know, Varane is hello. I'm Varane. This is my Premier League Old Trafford debut. You know, there's so much to keep you interested. Thanks for the super chats, by the way. You can do that through the $sign. Mark, Sancho looks confident on the ball. This is very exciting, and I'm getting goosebumps. Says A-Dash. I personally am looking at Sancho. He has had a few great touches, says Stephen Atkinson. Yes, definitely. Our team's midfield needs Donny for quicker switch of play from back to front. Matic and Pogba taking 3 or 4 touches like you put on a video tweet, says Adarej. And I think this was a smart move, Sancho move. Sancho was the largest transfer of the summer, but he has less pressure. Justin, yeah, lots of people have said that, Justin. And I do agree with you on that one. 75% possession so far for United. Bruno's just gone down. I think he's just caught a bit of a chest pit barge. Mark, I know it's Newcastle, but this setup feels so balanced. Left and right and Varane with a lovely switch, says SK. This game is really, there you can see the stats there. United had 3. Newcastle have actually had 1. I'm loving having the stats on the screen, by the way. Make sure you smash a like. Appreciate the channel and the work that goes in for you. And subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. Would have preferred Van der Beek, but loving the energy. It's like a childhood dream, says Bahad. I do think that there was an opportunity to start Van der Beek. It's a controversial one, but it's not like I say, it's not for now. It isn't for now. That's more for to talk on Sunday night show, I think. Really, this is about getting 3 points here today. 15 minutes gone. United over 75% possession, apparently. I didn't see it when it was on the screen. And dominating the ball. Matic is dropping in between the 2 centre-backs, like I said he would. Almost becoming a back 5 at times, but certainly the holding player. I think Pogba's playing a little bit deeper than I would like. I'd like Pogba to be supporting the attack a little bit more. But it's about getting that first goal. Once you get that first goal, Newcastle will have to open up a little bit more, and then there should be more goals for Manchester United. But Newcastle looking to break, and they are on a break here with 2v2. United clear it up. No, they haven't. Still on the attack, Newcastle. And they are... No, it's not going to go for a corner. It goes for a throw-in. Ronaldo is nervous. No, there's no such thing. There's no such thing. BBC 5 Live, if you want to listen to it. I presume you can get that on the World Service as well. Mark, shout out to my kids, Indy and Roman, watching United with me, says Daniel C. Lovely, lovely to hear. Passing it on. United. Passing through the low block like this is encouraging, since most teams will play this outside of Leeds and the rest of the top 6, says Billy Thomas. I think Newcastle will get shot. Somebody said there, oh, I can't believe it. Newcastle are on the attack. We're not playing San Marino. Like Newcastle will at times have possession. They will put crosses into the box. They may, you know, De Gea might have to work at some point. But it's the quality of United that you expect to come through. The difference in the way we play when Matic plays over Fred is huge. Miles better and looks so more settled, says Matthew Day. I think the problem is, can Matic do it week in, week out? You know, that's the problem. Fever, well, which watching game on the USA Network. Sancho's looking great, says Aryan. Thank you. Give us your updates on what you're thinking about the game as well. That's what it's all about. Matic and Pogba moving the ball a lot quicker, says C, than we're used to. One of the big things about the game, though, and we've got it, you know, we're still very relatively early in this game, is how many chances can you actually create for Cristiano Ronaldo in a game like this? Not much from Greenwood, says Aryan. Julian, love you. Well, he says love you to me. Bruno. United just around the edge of the box of Newcastle at the moment, just switching it around. Wan-Bissaka on the right-hand side. Big season for Aaron. He's got to put some crosses in. Pogba whips a cross in, and the keeper has seen it and caught hold of it. But more of that. We need to see more of that. I didn't watch Spurs versus Palace. No. $20 minutes, 18 minutes. It's coming up for 18 minutes gone. I mean, look, we might not win. I'm very confident that we will win, but we might not win. There's no divine right. I've seen plenty of games at Old Trafford over the years that we expect to win, and it's just one of those days. Keeper starts having a worldie, little bit of bad luck, but I don't think we're going to be. I don't think we need to talk about that so early. We've not carved the big opportunity open yet, and it doesn't matter who you are in games like this. United will get big opportunities at some point. So. Somebody, as predicted in the chat, has already clipped up that spinning shot from Ronaldo, if you want to see it. Yeah. Why would you do that? United have got a corner here, by the way. Why would you do that? As a Ronaldo hater, why would you clip a miss-hit Ronaldo? Front post header there from Manchester United. I think it might have been Varane who gets on there from the front post from Luke Shaw. Wan-Bissaka looks scared to cross as Ethan. So cross came in from Luke Shaw. Varane on the front post. Flicked header towards the back post, just wide. Good effort by Varane. Very close from Manchester United. And to be honest with you, Ronaldo was very, very close to getting onto the end of it as well. Almost, says Luca. Wan-Bissaka looks scared to cross. Without Fred and with Matic, it looks like we are someone who would win the league anyway. So much excited. Viva Ronaldo, says United Voice. I'm slightly concerned that considering Fred was appalling 2 games in a row, Ollie may overplay Matic considering his lack of options in the CDM. Matic seems to play more box-to-box than Pogba deep. I can see him getting too tired and Ollie bringing Fred on, says Rayan. I personally think that McTominay's going to walk straight back into this team when he's fit, by the way. United are going to get another corner here. Matic is playing very well. Quick triangle passing is a big improvement, says Jack Brown. We just need that first goal. But going back, still fine margins, says Jenks. Going back to what I was saying before, why do people clip Ronaldo miss-hitting a shot in the first 5 minutes of a game? There's 85 more minutes for him to sit you down. And yes, I have got Ronaldo in my fantasy Premier League team as my captain as well. So, yeah, there's a big, big thing for me that hopefully he will score. And I think he will score. But Luke Shaw puts the cross in from the corner again. Keeper's got hold of that. I understand there's going to be a lot of people who want Ronaldo to fail. Of course there are. There has to be. There has to be. Didic, thank you very much. Welcome to the Members Club. Thank you for that. Matic is elite, says Fajad. A lot of love in the chat for Matic. Good to hear. They're just saying on the radio that the keeper is going to get a yellow card, and LaJoy has just said it as well. The keeper's going to get a yellow card soon. He's really time wasting already, which is a little bit embarrassing, to be honest with you. A little bit embarrassing. Give the keeper a yellow, says Ramza. 32,000 watching. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe. Bottom right hand corner. I'll see if we've hit 123,000 actually, because that's what was going on my phone to look at. Let's have a quick look. Please share the video if you're watching. United still 0-0 here. 20 minutes gone. Ideally, in a game like this, you want to score a goal in the first 5. Mark, can you check the other scores in the Prem? There's no goal in the Prem at all. It's 0-0 in every game at the moment. Interesting. I'd forgotten about that. Getting all excited. I need a stretch. Stretch Goldbridge. Lot of the ball for United being played in and around the Newcastle box, but obviously the problem that you've got is that they've got loads of players who are behind the ball as well. I mean, look, St. Maximum's on the break at the moment. Make sure you subscribe, by the way, bottom right-hand corner. We're only 100 away from 125,000. Bloody hell, that's moved quick. So make sure you subscribe. Oh, there was a bit of a chance there. Deflected. De Gea gets down and holds on to it. Long shot from Newcastle. And De Gea gets hold of it. I know my neighbour's thinking I'm crazy screaming Sue for 20 minutes, says Oscar. Little bit like that Ailing shot by the sounds of it. A shot from distance, deflected a little bit. De Gea's down covering his angles. Mark, do you think we could do 70 minutes of Matic and Donny van der Beek for the last 30 to solve the CDM questions? Says Ding Diogo. I hope Donny does come on. He might not. You know, he might not. Thanks for the super chats, by the way. You can do that through the $ if you want to. Thanks for supporting the channel. Never stretch again. My lower back says, hold my beer. Score prediction, I'm still going to say 3-0. Loving the new graphics, says Harrison. Thank you very much. They've just said here, on the radio that you can hear the frustration from Manchester United supporters. Surely not. I love Greenwood, but Sancho should play on the right. He doesn't look right on the left. Hope Rashford comes back soon. With Ronaldo, won't all games be jittery like this, says Gertchen. Newcastle with a corner. Ronaldo's talking to the referee about the time wasting. Cleared away by United. You can't. The thing is, you can't knock Newcastle for making time wasting. Really, it's part of the game, isn't it? We would do it if we were away to PSG. We're 10 subscribers away from 125,000. Remember the United Stand. We're live every night at 8 o'clock. We've got a forum after this where you can get involved in the chat. We've got player ratings in the second half that you can vote for, which is going to be very important today because obviously Ronaldo is playing. Bruno's just tried a shot, I say a shot, a David Beckham-esque sort of lob of the keeper that didn't work. Been nice if it had worked, but it's not worked. So, yeah, please subscribe. Loads to get involved with on the United Stand. And 0-0 here after what? Coming up for 27 minutes. Anthony Taylor is going to start having a word. There's a lot of time wasting here. And it is the yellow card for the keeper. No, I think he's just spoken. He's only warned him. He's not booked him, actually. Even Varane is scared of St. Maximum. He is causing a lot of problems, says Adarish. St. Maximum running at you at full pelt is going to be a problem for anybody. I think people live on FIFA too much. You don't get such of... you don't get players that can totally dominate anybody. I mean, remember when Pepe signed for Arsenal and they was it his second or third game and he skinned Van Dijk and they, you know, that's his best bit. They were going to release a DVD for that, Arsenal fans. So any player can be problematic. And St. Maximin is a good player. But United are starting to let Newcastle in a little bit here. Little bit complacent. Woodman is a keeper, literally, says Jenks. Bit of a wild shot from Willock there. Wasteful throw by Luke Shaw into Bruno, who didn't really want it. Willock did. Angled shot. Well wide. And super chat here. Newcastle keeper, says Lucas Wade, is taking 10 years to kick the ball. Well, we've nearly had half an hour here. It's still 0-0. You know, all those predictions of a 10-0. Not great yet. But I'm telling you, Manchester United haven't really created that big chance yet. Feel like the team is lacking some chemistry, says Omar. Yeah, it's going to take time to get a bit of chemistry going. I think that's fair to say. Pardon? 28 minutes and about 25, 26. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm going off. I'm just going off what's on our screen because obviously I can't see what the radio one says. There's your stats on the screen. 4 shots for United, 2 for Newcastle, 75% possession, 87% pass accuracy. I mean, that makes it look like it's a closer game than it is. What's happened is Newcastle have had a couple of breakaways and United, for all their possession, you know, not creating the chances. But St. Maximin's running again at the back four here. He's all on his own. It's about stopping him getting the shot off Maguire here. And he does. And then Matic brings it away. Luke Shaw has been really bad. Poor start to the season. He needs to pick it up. He wasn't bad for England, though, just to say. Tempo is too slow. Not moving the ball quick enough, says S. Ahmed. Bruno has a shot. Sancho sort of helps it on its way. And it goes wide. I personally think that Bruno Fernandes shooting from 30 yards there is a little bit of a waste when you've got that sort of space. As somebody just said in the chat, you know, Bruno, there's a lot of things going on ahead of him there. If that's goal 2 or 3, finally, yeah, maybe have a shot. But, you know, let's get the first goal first. Bruno's having a horrible game, says Kev. A few people getting a bit of stick, actually. Disappointed with Bruno so far. Hoping to see much better from him, says Sumia. Remember, we're sponsored by Boohoo Man as well. Big shout out to Boohoo Man. You can get 50% off. They've given a 50% discount code today. The code is Ronaldo50 because they said if Ronaldo starts the game, they'll kick in a code, which is Ronaldo50. You can get 50% off the Boohoo Man activewear range, of which I'm wearing one of their tops at the moment. Links in the video description. Some fantastic stuff you can get, and you can get 50% off with the code Ronaldo50. Write it down and use it. Shout out to Boohoo Man. Bruno seems to be trying a little too hard. I think that's the word I would use, Gore, as well. Trying a bit too hard. Avram Glazer and his daughter in the crowd, says John. Push them. And, I mean, interestingly, he just had Ronaldo shots, total shots 2, touches 18. I think we're just not creating the clear-cut chances, are we? After what we've got, sort of half an hour. This could be the goal. Sancho's got it in the box, and it's blocked for a corner. Space is starting to open up. It's another corner for United. Bruno getting frustrated. Not good to have to show up and pass. Well, that was better from Bruno. Split Newcastle open a little bit, and Sancho probably could have got the ball out of his feet a little bit quicker, but he got the shot off. Luke Shaw with the cross this time, and it finds its way through to the keeper. I think it was off Maguire's head. Winning another header from a corner. I wouldn't say that was a brilliant chance, Can. I think it was a half a chance for Sancho. Daryl says get Bruno off right now. What's this Bruno hate I'm starting to... You know, why have we got a fan base of knobheads, basically? Why does there always have to be a villain? You know, Fred's not playing, so let's start picking on Bruno, who's misplaced a couple of passes but made us relevant for the last 18 months. Grow up and stop being spoilt. If you want to be a spoilt fan, go and support Real Madrid. Bring Donny on for Bruno, says Jonathan. We are knocking on the door. It's just a matter of time, says Venkat. I'm absolutely confident that we'll score. The worst thing that could happen in this game would be Newcastle nick a goal. Then we'll be in real problems. Let's get some love for Bruno in the chat. Why are we playing inverted wingers? Greenwood left and Sancho right, both cutting in to shoot. Where are the crosses supposed to come from Ronaldo, says White Owl. Let's get the crosses into the box, basically. Matic. Sancho's got it now. Mark, it's not United fans. I've seen this on other forums. They're all rival fans watching United games, says SK. Yeah, we need to realise that. Mark, I don't agree about Bruno having a bad game. He's had loads of chances, but he's also the only player in a pocket of space. The others aren't moving space, so he's having a go, says AJ Singh. And quite happy with the performance so far. Bruno has been the most influential player on the pitch, and Sancho's been quality every time he's had the ball, says Max. I think Bruno's been very busy. And, you know, a player of that quality, again, as Y, though, says, Newcastle are parking the bus. A player of that quality is somebody you want on the pitch. I don't think we're putting the ball in the box quick enough. I've seen Luke Shaw, Wan-Bissaka with the ball on the flanks, and they're not putting crosses in, are they? So, wow, Ronaldo could have had a penalty there. He was about to put a shot off, and Lascelles has pushed him. Taylor said no. Sumia says that Bruno will score soon. Come on, Bruno. Them shot stats have gone up a lot now. 11 shots to 5. Sancho's got it over on the left-hand side. That needed to... Oh. The crosses are not coming in quick enough from the fullbacks. They're refusing the cross. Luke Shaw refusing the cross again. Sancho puts in a better cross there, but it's headed away. That's what we want to see. Stop refusing the crosses and put them in the box. Love Bruno, but he's trying to do it all himself, shooting when he should pass and mouthing off. He's not happy, says Ronnie. He probably wants to impress. We've got no goals at all in the Premier League. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 3 o'clock kickoffs. We are 35 minutes in and no one scored a goal. It's like the international break has killed the momentum. No goals across any of the 3 o'clock kickoffs at the moment. Another shot from Newcastle goes wide. Don't think Shaw's having a good game, but that might be down to Newcastle being aware of Shaw's threat going forward. Wan-Bissaka making much better runs. Would love to see Delo and Tellez as fullbacks, says IVI. Well, Tellez can't play. He's not fit. Ronaldo's overrated. I tell you what, if Ronaldo's overrated, I'd love to know what rated is. Oh, it's Messi. If you could just get that first goal, the game will open up. Thanks everyone who subscribed. Welcome to the channel. We were about 20 away from 125,000. So bottom right-hand corner to subscribe. Luke Shaw was on a different level last season. I think if he gets back doing his best, United will reach another level with this team. What have we had? Coming up for 40 minutes. You know, this is why it was important to play Ronaldo today. This is, you know, it's only Varane's second game. We've just come back from an international break. It's not like Sancho started loads of games as well. There's a lot of things to get used to for United today. Another corner here. I think a little bit of patience is probably a virtue in a game like this. We don't need to panic yet. Bruno just needs to chill. Donny van de Beek should get a half hour at least. In my opinion, Matic has been good though, says Eric. And Sancho's making a lot of good runs, but not enough service, it seems. Another corner from United, not so good that time, and it's cleared away. Newcastle on the break again with St. Maximin. Got to be a little bit careful as they come into the box. And I tell you what, there was a chance there for Newcastle, but it's De Gea and it's Longstaff putting in his Newcastle form. They are threatening on the break, but it's United coming away now. And now Ronaldo with a bit of space on the right. And he's still got it, trying to get a shot off. Bruno still got it as well. Greenwood needs to wake up. Delightful ball into the box by Bruno, but it's going to go for a goal kick. Shaw needs to start putting some crosses in. Pogba always needs to stay back because Wan-Bissaka has no early cross techniques. Just bring Delo on for fuck's sake, says Andre. Hello, Mark. Don't let the idiots grind you down. I'm all right, Sean. It was a wonderful cross by Bruno Fernandes, and ultimately, I think it might have been Mason Greenwood throwing himself at it. Much better from Ronaldo and Bruno there. But sometimes this isn't a bad thing. This comes from Newcastle having an attack, which means we've got space to break into ourselves. Got to be very careful in this game, though. You don't want to concede the first goal because then you've got to score 2 against the team that's parking the bus. 5 minutes to go to half time. Tempo's too slow. I mean, I don't know. What do you think about the tempo? I don't think the tempo sounds too bad to me. I think the tempo is okay. It's just we're playing against the back 5. I'd like to see us whipping some crosses into the box a bit earlier. This team isn't used to having someone to target in the box, so it's going to take time, says PJ. Exactly. Mark, would you bring Delo on or Van der Beek, says Jayling's fan. Well, there's an opportunity now. That needed to go in first time from Sancho. Too slow. Too slow. I'm going to have to tweet this. Solihull Moors are losing as well. Still no goals in the Premier League 3 o'clock kickoffs, of which we've got 6. Crazy. Yeah, match of the day is going to be shit. United able to play very high up the pitch thanks to Varane, says IQ. I'm loving the graphics on the watch-along, says Kevin. Yeah, it's a game changer to be able to put you some stats up and stuff as well. Enjoying it. More to come as well. That's all I can say. More to come. Tempo is good. We just need to use the flanks more, says Wyatt. I agree with Wyatt. I think the tempo's been good, but we're not getting enough crosses into the box. Same bullshit from Solskjaer, rubbish manager, says Biggie Third. Well, I think with anything, it's like if you think about a transfer window, this always happens. You buy players and you think you're going to win the league off a transfer window, and then you start to see a team play and you go, yeah, actually, we're not playing well enough. And I think that we're just getting that bounce now, aren't we? Where people go, oh, you know what? We've got all these players, but we're playing crap football. And the truth is probably somewhere in between. It might take a bit of time. Wan-Bissaka doesn't offer any attack threat, unfortunately, says Gore. And NC playing for 1 point. Not sure what we're playing for, says give it to Mikey. Oh, sorry for my yawning. I've been a bit run down this week. I think I've had a bit of a virus. It's not COVID. I've had 2 tests a day for the last 3 days because I do have a lot of symptoms, but it's not COVID. And we've had COVID in the house before, and I've been double jabbed. But I will be yawning a lot because I just feel quite tired. But I can be invigorated at any point. Matic hits a long shot. This time it's blocked. Not too happy about the long shots. Sometimes if you fancy yourself, it's worth it, but we're 0-0 here. We've got to get that first goal. If you've got to take an extra pass to find the space for the cross, take the extra pass to find the cross. Matic and Pogba playing very high up. Who would you bring on and take off to change the game for the better, says Nemo? I think Ollie would be tempted to bring a Lingard on in a game like this, but I wouldn't bring Lingard on. He'll probably score a hat-trick now, but I wouldn't bring Jesse on a game like this because it's a low block. But I think he will bring Lingard on. Wan-Bissaka needs to come off. He's having a shocker, says IVI. Is he? Is he really? He needs to whip across him, Wan-Bissaka. Lots of ball around the edge of the box. We have got the ballers, though. There's enough ballers on the pitch to make things happen. Sancho loses it on the edge. Cool. Newcastle are just battling for their lives here at the moment. The trouble with these sort of games is that you get to half time, half the job done. They start to get galvanised. They start to sit in deeper. That's why I said you need a goal in the first 25 minutes in a game like this. Ronaldo and Sancho are only playing good. Rest of the team is too slow as Newcastle is literally part of the bus, need more crosses. And we are not scoring because Newcastle has 9 defenders, says Lucas. Look, I'm happy to give people a footballing lesson if they want one. Any criticism of Cristiano Ronaldo is hilarious. It's hilarious. It's the same criticism we've seen for Cavani and Martial. What's a number 9 supposed to do if they don't get service? What are they supposed to do? There's no service out there. Has he had a chance that has he had a decent chance? No. Nobody's had a really decent chance yet. No one's had a really decent half chance. We've had a couple of, shots from the edge of the box, but nothing amazing. Fred already warming up, prepared for midfield comedy in the second half, says Adaraj. And if I'm being honest, I wouldn't put Donny at number 6 in this game with Newcastle, even though they play deep, they attack and leave space in the middle. This is Amargado. And Ronaldo needs to play with someone up front like he plays Portugal. He doesn't. He plays upon his own most of the time, Louis Love. Even Ronaldo's playing a bit out of the graveyard shift. Hopefully now fans will stop blaming Martial and say we need a new striker, says Raven. It was my biggest fear, mate. My biggest fear was that for a year I've seen strikers at United living in a graveyard shift. It's like there's no service. So Ronaldo, he won't put up with it. He'll demand a change in the style of play, but it's game one, isn't it? Why is Wan-Bissaka given a free pass? Valencia overall did a better job than it. Sharaf, I don't even know what people's problem with Wan-Bissaka is. Has he cost us a goal? Has Luke Shaw put loads of good crosses in? I think Wan-Bissaka is becoming another easy to slate player that probably doesn't deserve it. A lot of people giving Matic some credit. That's not my ex-missus. It's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo has scored for Manchester United. Greenwood with the shot. The keeper spills it. And Cristiano Ronaldo scores the most simple second debut goal he will score for Manchester United in his life. And Newcastle, you boring park the bus shit. Sit down, Alan Shearer. Sit down, Anton Deck. Sit down, a Geordie. True Geordie. Ronaldo's back and he says, Sue! 1-0 to Manchester United. It was absolutely going to happen. Greenwood with the shot. It's a tap-in. It's a tap-in for Ronaldo. And Manchester United lead 1-0 just before half-time. Perfect goal for him. I would have scored it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Ronaldo, inevitable. Inevitable. Never doubt him. Never doubt him. CR7. Right on half-time. Manchester United lead 1-0. Shot from Greenwood. I actually was thinking, why hasn't Greenwood put it to Wan-Bissaka for the cross? He's cut inside. He's had the shot. The keeper spilt it. And that's what Ronaldo does. Sit down Lewandowski as well while you're at it. No header. No 30-yard screamer. It's that anticipation in the box. And the fact that he's onside for the follow-up as well. You know, written in the stars. Written in the stars. Written in the stars. And it's Greenwood as well, who's had a big part to play in it as well. Right on half-time. Perfect time for Manchester United. Absolutely perfect time for Manchester United. Newcastle would have been going in galvanised, thinking, yes, we've kept it level. You haven't kept it level. Ronaldo scores. He's clapping. He's happy. And Ronaldo makes it game on. Manchester United 1-0. The legend returns. Just put a tweet out. And the funniest thing is his return goal. His return goal is probably one of the easiest goals he's ever scored for Manchester United. And we can provide those sort of opportunities for Ronaldo over the next 2 years, then Manchester United are going to be absolutely fine. Get that out of my ear for a little bit. Right. Manchester United 1-0 at half-time. The best thing about it is that we've scored against the Newcastle team that's sitting back and parking the bus. But also the best thing about it is that Manchester United lead 1-0 at half-time. And that's the main thing. As you say, I'm a kangaroo on Red Bull, says Lucas Wade. And it's 1 a.m. and I don't give a fiddle, says Mac Daddy. Thanks for the stupid sticker, Renate. Hey, Mark. Ronaldo, says Mac Daddy. And Sue, says Dejan. And it's sit down, my mum. Sue, says Sharath Commit Fitness. It's the goal we all wanted. It's the goal we all expected. It's the only goal in the Premier League at half-time, and there are 6 3:00 kickoffs, and that is the only goal. Even the Premier League is doing a tribute to Ronaldo in that first half. He's the only player across 6 games who scored in the first half. They all wanted to wait for the great and the GOAT to score the first goal of the afternoon today. And he has done right on half-time. And I tell you what, it makes for a very, very exciting second half. Sorry. very tickly throat now. It's not the best thing to be doing a watch along for me at the moment. I am not actually feeling that great, but I'm feeling superb mentally and in the heart because Cristiano Ronaldo has made it 1-0 here. Ronaldo scores, Varane looking solid, and Sancho looking very sharp, says Ali Morgan. Look, I think the story of the half has been that if that hadn't happened, I think people were teetering on the edge of being a little bit, what's the word? Frustrated. But ultimately, I don't think you need to feel frustrated. I think that this is a Newcastle team that have come here and been very frustrating. They've parked the bus, they've time wasted, and they've looked at us on the break. And United have had to show a level of patience. It would have been nice to get that goal in the first 25 minutes, but we've got it in the first half. And in the second half, Newcastle will have to open up now. And there should be more opportunities for United. But look, you know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That goal actually is better than a header. It's better than a free kick. It's better than a 40-yard screamer because it will piss off the haters even more. Oh, he's a bloody tapping merchant. Ronaldo's a tapping merchant. Whatever. He's scored on his second debut for Manchester United, and Man United are in a strong position to go and win this game now. What we need to do now is what we did in the first half, but we'll have more space to exploit. Newcastle won't be able to sit back as much because they'll lose the game. So Steve Bruce is going to have to open up a little bit. I thought that Matic played very, very, very well. Whether he can do that for 90 minutes or not, I don't know. Matic has been good. Pogba's been tidy. I think Bruno's had a good half. I think people were getting on his back. I think Bruno had a good half. Sancho's looked very tidy. Greenwood, again, with a big impact. Is that an assist for Greenwood? I can confirm that for you in a moment. And Ronaldo, obviously, with the goal. The back four have looked good. De Gea, there's been a few shots, but De Gea's not really had a hell of a lot to do. So Manchester United in a good, strong position here. Let me just tell you if that goes down as an assist for Mason Greenwood, because Goldbridge has got Mason Greenwood in his team, and I can tell you he does get an assist for it. Ronaldo gets a goal. Oh, I didn't captain Ronaldo. What a twat. Error number 1. I tell you what, I'm doing all right, though. The Crystal Palace goalkeeper got a clean sheet as well. Not a bad start by Goldbridge here. Not a bad start. But not a bad start by Cristiano Ronaldo as well. I've got a tickly throat. I'm sorry. Please subscribe to the channel, by the way. We're 10 away from 125,000. So please subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner. In the second half, you can do your player ratings. We'll release the link in the second half. You mark every player out of 10, 6 being the average, star next to your man of the match. And then we do my match reaction where I'll give my player ratings. And as I click mine, it aggregates all of yours. And it's the first time you can do Ronaldo as a player rating, which will be very exciting. Wait for the haters to debate that it was a tap-in. That's what penalty box strikers are for. John Prashnam, this is the thing for me that is really important about Ronaldo. Butterpants says, swoo. Actually, I might have butter chicken tonight. Matic superb, says George. Viva Ronaldo, play God Was Never on Your Side by Motorhead. Sorry, I'll read that properly, Venkat. Alexa, play God Was Never on Your Side by Motorhead. Get in, everybody. It's going to be a riot, says Venkat. Mason makes it hard for the keepers. He thinks it's about it. He knew from there probably not going to score, but hit the target and make it awkward for the keeper. Ronaldo in the right spot. Thank you, sir, says Andrew. And Mark, you were the goat till Ronaldo came home. Please call my Uncle Andy a prat, says Super Dan. But what I love about that goal from Ronaldo is the ability that people are going to have to relearn what Ronaldo's all about. I think there was a couple of occasions in that half where we saw step overs and shots and people go, that's what Ronaldo is to some people. What Ronaldo actually is a penalty box striker. Not enough quick ball coming into the box. I think Luke Shaw and Wan-Bissaka did refuse crosses a couple of times that Ronaldo would have liked. But what he will like is that, Greenwood gets a shot in and he will stay on side and then anticipate. This is where Ronaldo has remodeled his game through hard work, because when we last knew Ronaldo, he wasn't a striker, he was a winger. And a winger's anticipations are very different to a striker. But you look at Ronaldo now, people were saying in the chat, is he going to be offside, VAR? But he won't have been offside. He won't be offside because if you look at the goal he scored against Ireland last week, he's offside. He jumps back onside to jump and win the goal, win the game with a header. He won't be offside on that rebound from Greenwood because he's absolutely learned and mastered the trade of a number 9 to elongate his career and stay one of the best players in the world, but by changing his position. Messi has changed his position slightly, But Ronaldo has gone from being a world-class winger into a world-class striker, which are two very different situations. But his anticipation there from the shot from Greenwood to be on his toes onside and follow it in and make it look like... You'll see loads of goals this season with Ronaldo. And if you go back over the last 4 years, there'll be loads of goals of Ronaldo's where you think, well, he's got to be offside. He's got to be offside. He's not offside. He's the master at being onside and then being quicker than anybody else to get the tap-ins or the headers. He's brilliant at it. And we saw that again there. But look, again, Mason Greenwood with a massive, massive part in that goal. A couple of super chats. I would change my sexual orientation to be with Ronaldo, says James. Mark, let's be honest. I think Ronaldo was crap in the first half. We need Martial in the second half. I'm tempted not to read your name, Nikia, but there you go. I have Spanish commentary on to make our play seem faster. Needs to stop being so lethargic, says Carter. I would expect in the second half we will see more in the second half, more speed from Manchester United. Oh, hi, Mark. The Ronaldo song by Cozy Panic is trending, says Andreas. And Cozy Panic's song, Ronaldo Never Hit Harder, says Trake. I don't know anything about this song. A lot of you are obsessed with it, but, you know, it's all news to me. Can't pretend that I knew it was in the first place. Sorry, Craig's just messaging me, Liverpool fan. Liverpool play tomorrow. Matic has been by far the man of the match, says Shiraz. And look, talking about that midfield situation, this is a problem for Manchester United, as we know. That midfield situation is going to be a situation for Manchester United, which many of us have discussed many, many times before. But ultimately, if Matic was 28, we wouldn't have a problem. The fact that he's into his 30s and he's getting on a bit, that becomes a bit of a problem, doesn't it? But in a game like this, it's not been a problem. It's how many games he can play. Can he do it against better opposition? This has always been the problem. Ronaldo has learned some of the best poacher traits that made Inzaghi great. Plus, he's always on side, says Ali Gator. And Matic is playing great, Mark. It's amazing to see a DM who can pass. Sancho also looking fantastic on the wing, says Get to Hyper. And also, listen to Ronaldo. What a banger, says Mick. What is this? The Cozy Panic fan club? I've never bloody heard of it. You're just going on and on and on about it all the time. Boring game, says... Oh, shut up. Not interested in boring game. Compared to Wolves, watching Matic is calming, says Josh Mitchell. Hi, Mark. It's 12:30 a.m. in Adelaide, Australia, and my 16th birthday. What a start to the day. Hopefully there's much more to come. Also love the show, says Cal Dog. Fantastic. Thank you, everyone who's tuning in. Make sure you subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. We were 10 away from 125,000. Smash that subscribe button in the bottom right-hand corner. And make sure you're tuning in every night at 8 o'clock, every morning at 10 o'clock. And obviously match days, we're live all the way through. And you can do your player ratings in the second half. We've got fan forums. We've got Adam and Jordan at the game. They're going to be doing their match reactions from there as well. Lots to get involved in. What I quite like is the inevitability element Ronaldo brought to the team. You can feel a moment coming. Yes, we need time to gel, but it will come, says Nick P. Yeah, and I think, you know, my summary of that first half would be very simple. Manchester United got the job done. Ronaldo got the goal that we wanted him to get. Was it fantastic? No. Was it effective? Yes. Does it? I'd rather that goal happen now than in the 90th minute, because in the second half, Newcastle have got to come and have a go at us. And that gives us different problems, but also gives us different opportunities. Newcastle can't just sit back now. You know, the parking the bus, time wasting, you can't do it. You know, that whole mentality changes. And I don't blame Newcastle coming to the club and trying to, you know, get a 0-0 and time wasting. You know, we can't laugh at their lineup against ours and then, you know, moan at them for time wasting. What do you want them to do? Come and play tiki-taka ball? It's not gonna be the case, is it? So look, Manchester United, absolutely fantastic. I just got to listen to my match reaction because I was having a bit of a coughing fit. Oh my God. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. That you can see it on my Twitter feed at Mark Goldbridge. I've just retweeted it. Sue, glory, Manchester United, says Ben, and expecting Newcastle to open up to chase the equaliser. Interesting half coming up. I captained Ronaldo, so hopefully more goals from him, says somebody. I didn't captain him. I thought I'd captain him, and I've not hit the save button. I'm having a bit of bloody nightmare on Fantasy Premier League. So there we go. There we go. Am I still getting it wrong then? Because I used to think it was Sui. Now I'm saying Su. What is it? Is it Sui? I don't know what it. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I keep getting it wrong. Let's be honest. He was terrible in the first half, says Jake. Hey, you've just spent £4.50 talking arse, really. Let's be honest. You've just wasted £4.50. What's a striker's job to do, Jake? Score goals. Did he score a goal? Yes. You know, against the Park the Bus team, you know. Matic has been all right, but he really needs to pass forward, says Jure. Time to tell, let Delo play. Aaron Wan-Bissaka to improve his crosses of his post. Gone be taken. It's not C. He doesn't say C. I've heard it. He goes, when I hear Ronaldo do it, it sounds like he's going, Soo. It sounds like he goes, Soo. He doesn't go, C. He doesn't do that. Sancho and Ronaldo has been the best, in my opinion. Impressed, says Karan. Viva Ronaldo, says Franco. Welcome to the Members Club, Adam B72. Yeah, thanks everyone who's done the super chats today. And if you become a member, you get your little badge next to your name. Thanks everyone who's supporting the channel. Lots of arguments about Sue and C. We'll see. Matic playing well, says Ryan. Ollie smiling. C. C. Sue. C. I don't care. It's Sue on this channel. That's what it is. Anyway, United coming out for the second half here. Let me tell Drawty when to kick it off. Hey, Mark, love your work. When will you be going to Dublin? Had tickets before COVID. I need to get in contact with them about that, James. It's spelled C and pronounced Sue, says Prezana. Some people are saying it sounds a bit like shoe. Whoever said Ronaldo has been crap is a total prat, says Gary. No complaints with anyone. We're up against the 9-1 formation. Matic, man of the match so far. And Man United fans have started pretending fullbacks have no offensive responsibilities, only to accommodate Wan-Bissaka, says Andre. Right, we're about to kick off for the second half. Remember, in the second half, 70 minutes, we'll be putting up the player ratings on the website. You can mark your player ratings, and we'll go through that on the match reaction. Bloody hell, Steve. They've just shown Steve Bruce. I'm getting the word moobs. Anyway, second half. Man United fans. Is that being played out? Oh, that's mine. About to kick off for the second half. So timer is about to go. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4. Eric says, had to do a super chat for this historic moment, Mark. Sue, says Eric Ramos. It's Siu. He explained his celebration and interview and said he first started to say sí or yes in Spanish, then evolved into Siu. So it's Siu. Okay, there you go. PT. There is a bit of C in it and a bit of Sue. I'd say we're probably about 44 seconds in now. 45. Can you give a shout out to Philip, the president of the Napier Avenue Manchester United Manchester United Super Fans Club? says Noel. So shout out to Philip, the president of the Napier Avenue Manchester United Superfans Club. There you go. And it's fascinating to see how Greenwood's shots make it difficult for the keeper to save, even though a shot is straight at the keeper. It's because he's the best. I said this in the midweek. Oh, people wouldn't want to listen. Welcome to Members Club, Charlie Thompson. People didn't want to listen to this. I said it in midweek. Greenwood's a better finisher than Harry Kane. Didn't say he was a better player than Harry Kane. Harry Kane's a better striker, but finishing is an attribute like pace, like passing, and he's a better finisher than. His shots always cause a problem, and I think this game's going to open up a little bit now. And a lovely cross just came in from United there. And it was Wan-Bissaka who put that cross in. So sit down, haters. That cozy panic's on his crap mark. Sounds like a 5-year-old made it, says Kraus. I need to put my glasses on. The chat's flying too quick now. Lovely cross by Wan-Bissaka. I'm going to tweet it. We support Wan-Bissaka on this channel. We're not going to start hating on him. Hey, Mark, how much is Ronaldo on? Says Nico. Don't know. Don't know. Don't care. Remember, if you want to get 50% off Boohoo Man Active Range and on their website, they have now activated the Ronaldo 50 code. They said if he started the game, they would do a 50% discount. Ronaldo 50 is the code you need. 50% off through the website. Link in the video description. Yes, 50% off. Still no goals in the Premier League, by the way, apart from in this game. 0-0. I tell you what, if Leicester could hold out against Man City, that would be a great result for us, you know. Let me tell you the stats in that game. 66% possession for City. They've had 12 shots, 5 on target. I don't think Leicester are going to hold out. Bruno seemed a bit overzealous in the first half. The wild shots and aggressive challenges. He seems anxious. Hopefully he has settled during half-time, says Patrick K. And Mark Media are quick to criticise, but never to praise. Remember how they hounded Mason at the start of last season? Where are they now? Says Sacken. Very true. Few bevies down the hatch. 1 a.m. in lockdown in Sydney, Australia, but who cares? Viva Ronaldo and Viva Man United, says Chris Waters. Are people still in lockdowns? God. Best to look with that if you are. I just saw someone on Twitter say Ronaldo is a glorified Peter Crouch, says Scott. Mate, he could have scored 5 goals and they'd find a way to moan. All I've got to say is, Sue! He should adapt it. Some people say it's a boring game. It's always going to be a boring game, isn't it? When a team comes and parks the bus at Old Trafford, and we've got to evolve into a team that breaks these teams down better, haven't we? But we're winning. That's what matters. I'm Portuguese. Time to teach you guys a lesson. He is saying sim with a strong emphasis on the AI and a low tone. Sim, which sounds more macho. It's mistaken for Sue, but it's not. Sim. RBSK. I don't know about that. Can we pray for Norwich to beat Bottlers on the bottom? Says Nico. Well, of course, I forgot about that. Arsenal are still drawing as well. Ollie pronounces it as Sui. Think you see, genius knows. Didn't you see Ollie running down the touchline? He was going, wait for me, Ronnie. Kaneki, come on. Sui. Donny's agent said he isn't a cup player, but Ollie blocked his move for the simple reason of using him in the cups. The sad irony, says Adaraj. Well, look, Donny's a chat for another night, not during a game, I think. You know, maybe he'll come on. Good run here by St Maximin, but Varane just mops up easily and United come away with it. The game is starting to stretch now. Get that second goal. And there's an overlap now with Sancho and Ronaldo's on his left. And it's not a great ball. Goes out for a throw-in. Mark, hope you're well. I love Wan-Bissaka, but would you rather a Wan-Bissaka cross into an empty box or Pogba taking too many touch-ins? Dublin meets is Kevin MC. I'm going to write that down. No, still no goals in the Prem, apart from this. It's a funny old day. Crystal Palace have beaten Tottenham 3-0. But we've got no other goals in the Premier League apart from this goal. And that's all we're bothered about. Scooby-Doo. Substitutions-wise, I've just always had this feeling he's going to bring Lingard on today. Martial probably deserves to come on more than anybody, to be honest with you, because he was on fire for France. But I think Ollie's a bit... I mean, you know, considering Lingard's refusing to sign a new contract as well, should he be coming on before a Van der Beek or a Martial? Probably not. Is he better than Van der Beek or Martial? Probably not. But I think Ollie will bring Lingard on. I predicted that. So let's wait and see what happens in the second half. Bruno getting a lot of love in the chat here. Your feeling is right. Lingard is warming up vigorously, says Adaraj. Sim means yes. That's how it sounds in Portuguese, says RBSK. Sim. Sim. Maybe there's something in it. Sim. 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 I'm not messing around with this anymore. Matic has just shot wildly out from about 40 yards. Was injury that went against Martial, says Sharath Commitfers, or was it something else? Magic should be getting balls into the box for Ronaldo, not shooting wildly around the pitch. That wasn't my words. That was the words of Amatara. I think we're going to need another goal in this game. Well, Luke Shaw's just tried to whip in a quick cross and it was crap. So we want quicker crosses into the box, but the quality's not been great. Bruno touch was incredible. Sit down, hater, says Ryan Taylor. I just don't really understand the Newcastle on the attack here. Need to be very, very careful. 1-1. Newcastle have just equalised. 1-1. Caught on the break. Manchester United 1-1. On the break, Newcastle. Knobheads. Absolute knobheads. Had one job. The chat's going mad here. Well, they've just doubled up. They've doubled up on that. There's nothing Varane can do. They've doubled up. I don't know. Maguire's missed a tackle on the halfway line. He's out of position. He's ultimately it's on Harry Maguire, isn't it? Harry Maguire's been pulled out of position for some reason, and they've ended up Luke Shaw and Varane with a 3 against 2, and they've passed it perfectly around them. And people are saying Luke Shaw because it's coming from the left-hand side. It's not Luke Shaw. It's Maguire. He slid into a tackle, and Luke Shaw and Varane have been pulled apart, and they've just passed it through. There's nothing Varane can do. There's nothing Shaw can do. There's nothing De Gea can do. We've just ended up in a situation where there's an overlap of players on the break, and I don't know why we end up like that situation where Maguire is flying into a tackle there. But yeah, poor, lost our shape at the back. Well, the game opens up now. I think it's going to be a very interesting one, but they can go back to parking the bus again, of course. Wow. It now gets interesting, everybody, doesn't it? The game has gone to predictable levels in the sense that Ronaldo has scored, but United always knew that Newcastle's threat was going to be on the break. And I just think we've been a bit indisciplined in a game that we didn't need to be indisciplined in. We're opening up they're getting at our back four. And is this a midfield problem again? You know, is it a midfield problem again? They're starting to hit on the break. I think what's happened in the second half is we've got excited. We're 1-0 up. We know they're going to open up, and we thought, let's make it 3 or 4-0. And Newcastle have just picked us off. Bad tackles, way too high at the pitch is a part of Maguire's game that needs to be coached out. Spurs last season is another shining example, says Randall. Wish would figure out how to deal with low blocks. Would rather tear them apart, says Saraj. We need to change the score. No, it's 1-1. I can see it. You need to change your eyes, mate. Still no other goals in any other games after an hour, by the way. We've got the only goals out of 6 Premier League games. Oh, Bruno's been poor again now, according to White Owl. Yeah, okay. Always got to find a scapegoat, haven't you? Always got to find a scapegoat, and that scapegoat must be a player that you've got an issue with. It can't ever be a scapegoat who has actually been the problem. Pogba's just been booked now for a foul. Coaching, says Sharath Kamath Fitness. Look at our team, Mark. How can we not create anything? And Sean Turner says, I'd bring Sancho off for Donny, put Pogba left, and need someone who can pass through the lines. I think the game actually does fit Donny now better. I think hopefully I've given a bit of a jinx power on Pogba. I've basically said take Pogba off or put him on the left and put Donny on. But there's no chance of that happening, is there? Well, we've got half an hour to go, and ultimately the Ronaldo goal is good, isn't it? But it's disappointing, that goal really is. Have to watch it later on Match of the Day to understand why Harry Maguire was chucking in. I mean, look, if anyone remembers it, let us know in the chat. Why is Harry Maguire coming out of position to slide tackle and where's the midfield? Because it's a very quick counter by Newcastle, but Ronaldo! 2-1! Sue! He's on the break. I don't know who passed it. I've just heard Ronaldo through the middle, and Ronaldo has made it 2. Match winner, game winner. That's what he does. He's done it again. Cristiano Ronaldo. We're talking about subs. We're talking about changes. I tell you what, there must be a super pass from somebody here, because you've just got Cristiano Ronaldo running through on goal, scoring a goal for Manchester United with his left foot through the keeper's legs. But we don't know how it happens at this moment in time. It's the United of old. You score 1, we'll score 2. It literally is coming from Manchester United. I think Luke Shaw's got the assist, according to the chat. It's just a quick break. Luke Shaw driving forward. Ronaldo's made the run. He slips him in perfectly. It's a very good goal. It's a very good goal from Manchester United. Quick counter-attack. Luke Shaw driving forward. I've got him in the Premier League team as well. And I've got Ronaldo. It's an assist for Luke Shaw. Perfectly weighted pass into the feet of Ronaldo. It's pace. It's speed. It's 2-1 to United. 2-1 to United. Ronaldo could get a hat-trick here. A hat-trick debutant. And Manchester United, more importantly, lead 2-1. Fantastic play by Luke Shaw. Very, very quick counter-attacking football. And to be honest with you, they're saying the keeper probably should have done a little bit better because it's straight at him. But it is 2-1 to Manchester United. Funkson says it's not a perfect assist. It was a perfect assist because it led to a goal. Simple as that. And we're back in front now. You know what we need to do now? We need to relax. Relax. Shield the back four. Let the ball do the work. Let Newcastle come on to us and use the space. The one time they have a quick one-touch pass, they score right away. Why can't they just play quick, says Justice O? It's an interesting day. It's switching and turning very, very quickly. I look at the Manchester United game and I see us winning 2-1. Manchester City are now winning 1-0 as well. They've got their goal, but Arsenal still 0-0. It's Bernardo Silva for Manchester City, so they're looking to get 3 big points for them. 0-0 in everybody else's. 40,000 watching. Make sure you subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner. United looking good here. How many goals do you think Ronaldo's going to get this season? Well, I said yesterday, I'll take Ronaldo over Lewandowski any day of the week. When are people going to start listening to me and my footballing knowledge? Apparently, I've got bad takes. I said Bruno would revolutionise Manchester United. People were like, who's Bruno? Why have you been moaning about him for 18 months? Oh, here he is. This is what he's all about. I said Ronaldo's the best number 9 in the world. The best striker in the world. Nah, he's fell off. Lewandowski's better. Bullshit. Bullshit. I think Arsenal have scored. Aubameyang has scored for Arsenal. Viva Ronaldo. However, I also think people are sleeping on Sancho's performance, says Callum. He's been great at gathering possession and building momentum. And Edgar says, does Tuchel have a brother that can come in? I'd even take his sister at this point. Coaches aren't good enough, says Edgar. And that first touch from Ronaldo was just world class. How many assists? I tell you what, you talk about how many goals Ronaldo. Told you, Lingard's coming on. Lingard on for Sancho. Well, I think my tweet says it all. Refuses to sign a new contract, but still gets on ahead of Donny. Fuck it, just I look. We are living in a we are not living in. We might be living in a Lingard world. He might get a goal, but we're living in a Ronaldo world. It's about Cristiano today. Maybe we talk about that on the Sunday night show tomorrow, because I'm somewhat surprised how Anthony Martial can have a brilliant international break and not get on the left wing, which is his position this season, ahead of Lingard. And Donny van der Beek can be refused a loan move and still doesn't get on. Newcastle into the box again here. De Gea with a save. Could have been 2-2. I started watching United long after Ronaldo left, so this is the first time I actually celebrate his goals, and it just feels good, said Red Harlow. The commentator said, I haven't heard Old Trafford this loud since the final days of Sir Alex Sharath, and got a new song, Viva Ronaldo, playing number 9, breaking through. I can't sing it, Ethan, because I don't know what the tune is. Another good chance for Newcastle. Shot by Joel Linton, and De Gea just palms it over the bar, so it's a corner. It's my mate Jonathan's wedding today. Can you give him and his wife a shout out? Says Jack McHale. Shout out to Jonathan. So Sancho's come off with 67 minutes gone. We're playing with 2 number 8s. Matic playing too far forward, exploding the centre backs on the counter. Don't think Ollie knows how to use a number 6, says Craig Brown. Arsenal are winning 1-0. Man City are winning 1-0. And it's 0-0 in all the other games. Newcastle are going to be attacking a lot now. I mean, to be honest, it probably does suit Lingard, because Craig says, fuck me, that goalkeeper's gifted you lads 2 goals. He's not had a great game, has he, actually? You've got to stay. Newcastle are still in this game. I refuse to believe that they're not. Player ratings will be coming out very soon. Yes. What do I think about Lingard coming on? I'm more focused on Ronaldo getting a hat-trick here, to be honest with you. I mean, look, I think that this will always be Ronaldo Day, and analysing things. I mean, I'll do the breakdown later, and we'll talk about it on the Sunday night show and stuff like that. But I do think that I think it's just another example of Ollie's favouritism, really. I do. I don't think Jesse's a bad player, but he won't sign a new bloody contract. Are we just giving him first? Maybe I think we're giving him first. I think we're giving him game time to get him to sign a new contract, probably. Hi, Mark. Love the channel. Can you shout out to your 2 biggest fans, Breen and Fia? Says Sean O'Riordan. Shout out to those 2, Breen and Fia. Can't understand what Jesse brings to the team after refusing to sign a new deal. I think we're trying to get him to sign a new deal, Steve, because obviously he won't sign a new deal. Is the new DJ but better, says Rafa. Not 100% sure, but I think Ronaldo's first hat-trick for United was against Newcastle. Can someone check that, says Darren? And correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't Sancho bought to play on the right wing? Why has he played on the left, says Adidraj? What a player. Ronaldo is doing it on the toughest league. Hats off, man, says John. Press them. Mark, show us your Bruno and Ronaldo doll, says Aidan. But Wiz says, I can't believe that Lingard's ahead of Van der Beek and Martial. I called it 2 weeks ago. He's ahead of them based on being loaned out by Ollie to West Ham. But Ollie's a very predictable coach in that sense. He will always go for the youth. You know, he'll always go for the player that's connected to United. Look at McTominay, look at Rashford, Lingard. He values these people above the Van der Beeks of this world, the Martials of this world, and that he's been quite consistent with that, you know. I think we should have sold Lingard, but he's here now. And he's a nice lad and he's a good player. And I think in a team like this, he probably will score some goals. Do I think he's better than Martial? I've never thought he was better than Martial. Do I think he's better than Donny? Well, he is better than Donny because I've got no idea what Donny plays like because we never bloody see him. Vincent says, I'd love to see Donny coming on. I don't know. Probably not. It's 2-1, isn't it? I don't know whether we'll see Donny is the answer. Please subscribe, by the way, bottom right-hand corner. You can do your player ratings. We'll be getting that out for you in a moment. I think we know who the man of the match is going to be. Bottom right-hand corner to subscribe. We're getting close to 128,000. We're only 300 away. Subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. Nice little ball. Matic has just knocked one forward. Live every night, 8 o'clock. We've got the fan forum as well. Goldbridge is better than Donny because I've seen you play more, Sister Rathmath Fitness. I probably have played more than Donny over the last year. And player ratings are out, so I will get you the link for that. I need to stretch first. Well, there's people in the chat saying Ollie's having an in-depth chat with McKenna. It is his coach. Who is this McKenna? Is he a good coach? Who knows? Who knows? We're going to find out this season. Fred will come on. Lingard's just been caught on the ball. And Newcastle are on the attack. I think United have got a goal kick here. I thought it might be a corner. Or an offside. I think in relation to what was I going to say? In relation to Lingard, a game like this could work because you can spin into space. Newcastle have got to attack. I can see the value of it, but it surprises me how he's moved ahead of certain other players. But then again, it doesn't surprise me. Nothing surprises me with Ollie. I wouldn't be surprised if Dan James was still here. You know? Just said on the radio there, if Callum Wilson was playing, it might have been a different game. I don't know about that. Right, I'm just about to drop the link in the video description. It's on the unitedstand.com as well if you want to just go there straight away at some point. You can do your player ratings. I'm also just about to drop it in the link in the video description. Mark every player out of 10, 6 being the average. Star next to your man of the match. We'll go through that in the match reaction show. The corner for United. Bruno gets a shot off. It's cleared. Newcastle clear it. How long have we got left? About 15 minutes. Could be a bit of a squeaky bum time finish here, you know. Could be. I'm not saying it will be, but it could be. Oh, come on. A little bit of a tentative time here. Links in the video description if you want to do your player ratings, as I said. Newcastle making a substitution here. Thanks everyone who's tuned in. Make sure you subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner. 2-1. In possession, Matic is fine. It's when we don't have the ball, Matic is a liability, says Pumpkin Spice Latte. Why Lingard, says United Voice. Yeah, I really didn't really get the answer on, because we got the Ronaldo goal very quickly afterwards, but I don't understand how the Newcastle goal happened. I know Maguire's come out and made the slide tackle, and it's cost us our shape, but I'd be interested to watch it back, why he came out. Where was the midfield? Why, when we're only 1-0 up against Newcastle, we ended up in a situation where they're, basically 3v2, and they did very well with it. General performance from United. It's a good result. It's a really good result, and it's a great debut. Is it a good performance? It's a difficult game to sort of call whether it's a bad performance or not, because Newcastle have played very, very the quintessential way that we struggle, a low block and counter. It's the way we want to play. Too many good players for this coaching staff level. They don't rotate and can't have favourites for top tier team. Not good enough, says Brian. Well, look, what I would say about that, and it's been in my back of my head for a few minutes now, has Paul Pogba had a game that's been good enough not to take him off? No. I personally think Pogba maybe should have been brought off. Not because he's been terrible, just because I just don't think, but as he took him off, no. A lot of people saying Lingard useless. We won't win the league if we're going to give Lingard a lot of game time. That's all I'm going to say. And I'd say the same about Lindelof. It's not I'm not saying they're terrible players. I just don't think they're title-winning players. So if we're going to suddenly start using Lingard a lot, you may as well go back to playing Lindelof at centre-back, because he ain't good enough. Not that good. Newcastle are going to get a corner here. I'd have expected more subs than one as well. Still only a goal at Arsenal and a goal at the Man City-Leicester game. Nothing else happening in the Prem. Corner for Newcastle here. I wouldn't even bother bringing Donny on now. I mean, 10 minutes, it's like up yours, isn't it? What's the point? 10 minutes is not. Does Ollie want to fight with Donny? Says Stephen Lee. Newcastle just went with a long shot there. Apparently Wolves have just scored. Don't know whether that's true. Yes, they have. I don't know whether that's a new goal or not. Let me just have a quick look. 74 minutes. So it was a few minutes ago. I hadn't noticed that one. It's an own goal. Wolves getting a bit of luck. They've been a bit unlucky in this league season. So Bruno Fernandes has just scored an absolute cracker for Manchester United. It's there. It's there. Tell me I'm wearing the Bruno t-shirt. I am wearing the Bruno t-shirt. It's an absolute worldie. It's absolutely incredible, Mark. It's absolutely fantastic. It's Bruno Fernandes. It's the Portuguese hat trick. It's Manchester United 3. It's Newcastle 1. And it's a Portuguese invasion at Old Trafford today. 2 for Ronaldo, 1 for Bruno. And I love it. I love it. I wore the Bruno t-shirt because I have got a Ronaldo t-shirt. But my theory was, people don't want to give Bruno the credit he deserves. He's absolutely brilliant. He's an absolutely brilliant player who doesn't get the credit he deserves. Bruno, haters, sit down. Bang, bang, bang. You're dead. You're on the ground. Newcastle are out. Out for the count. 3-1 to Manchester United. Absolute filth, says the chat. Brap, brap, brap. Absolute banging goal. And this is the thing about Manchester United. People say, oh, Ronaldo getting us out of trouble. You've got Paul Pogba. You've got Mason Greenwood. You've got Bruno Fernandes. These players are going to get moments of individual. Pogba got an assist again as well. And Wolves have gone 2-0 up as well. Another Pogba assist. I didn't catch the assist there. But Manchester United getting the 3 points here. Performance is average. We won't win the league with this coaching. Always reliant on individual moments, is Michael. Sit down, Bruno haters. I love him more than Ronaldo, to be honest. Is that wrong, says John. No, I'm a massive fan of Bruno. I think a lot of people are, aren't they? Who's the daddy? Ronaldo, says Jenks. The Portuguese invasion. That's what we're calling it. Pogba's got 6 assists now. I mean, I think those sort of assists are hilarious because it's basically passing it to somebody from 30 yards out who scores a worldie. But they all count. They all count. Somebody just said it was a great ball by David De Gea in the build-up as well. Give De Gea some credit too. All those fake supporters saying Bruno's rubbish. We wouldn't be the way we are without him, says Matthew Gore. I'm going to give De Gea some love on Twitter as well. Make sure you do your player ratings as well. We'll be going through that on the match reaction. Links in the video description. It's below the paragraph from Boohoo Man, who are doing 50% off with the code Ronaldo50. They said if Ronaldo played today, they'd do a code for you on the United stand exclusively here. Ronaldo50 on the Boohoo Man website. You get 50% off on their active range. Links in the video description, Ronaldo50. If you go below that paragraph, you'll see the link for our website where you can mark every player out of 10, 6 being the average today, and get your player ratings in. So lots to get involved in. Our very first player ratings show with Ronaldo in it as well, which is massively exciting to do. I'm pretty sure he's going to get man of the match. I think he might get a few man of the matches this season. But yeah, fantastic performance from Manchester United and from Cristiano. This is above Spurs, of course. Five minutes for Donny and Martial. Well, hopefully they'll both start. Bruno comes off. And this is the trouble for Donny. If he's Bruno's replacement, he's got no chance of playing games, has he? So Donny comes on for 5 minutes. It's a positive day. Let's not let negativity reign at all today. And Martial, I think, probably comes on for Greenwood, I would imagine. Can you hear me, Drawy? Can somebody whack a thumb onto my match reaction because it says Leeds 5-1? Well, I've not. No one sent me a holding thumb or anything like that. I've done all the redirection. Can't. It's public anyway, and it's got the redirect on. Donny's on for 5 minutes. Manchester United are on for 3 points. Ronaldo is still on for a hat-trick, but what I would say is that it's going to be very interesting to keep a point on this. can Ronaldo get hat-tricks in a team where we don't create loads of chances? I mean, because the chances he's had today, he's taken the two big chances he's taken, hasn't he? And I think that for me is the thing. 2 chances. We've got to get more. Can't get a hat-trick if you don't give him 3. The ball was cleared by Newcastle and then a pass was played through Shaw and Matic, which made Maguire try a tackle, which put Varane in trouble, says Anand. Ronaldo plays the 90, says Bradil. And hey, Mark, who do you think gets most goals at United this season? Love the show, says Darcy B. Yeah, it will be Ronaldo. It'll be Ronaldo. Ronaldo plays 1 game and we're top of the league, says Sean Atwood. I'd love a late equaliser in that Leicester game. Don't think we'll get it, though. Man City are very good defensively, aren't they? I don't understand why they get put in the management WhatsApp chat group. I'm going to talk publicly now because I keep telling people I need it on an email. I don't work off my phone. It's weird. Cheers, pal. So 3-1 Manchester United. We will have a match reaction straight after this. Player ratings in the video description. Mark every player out of 10, 6 being the average. Somebody said Lingard's so good. Have I missed something? No, I've not heard or seen anything. What's he done? Yeah, I think in relation to Donny, very, very quickly, you'd expect him to hopefully start against... well, I don't think he will start. I think the fact that Ollie brought Lingard on before him and then has played him as a 10, I don't think we will see Donny play much this season. I think it's just a very confusing situation, but I'm not going to dwell on that. The fact is Ronaldo's come back and he's got 2. I really hoped we'd give him a chance for a hat-trick, but it's just not been that sort of chances again. I got it wrong. I said 3-0. It's 3-1. Donny with a bit of a ball on the right-hand side. Glazers on their phone in the crowd, probably watching United stand. Get out of our club. Get out of our club. Well, it's a big win for Manchester United. I think that's the main thing today. The important thing is to win. Wow, we're 1 subscriber away. Literally, we're on 127,999. So please subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. We literally are. I thought that was a goal there. It's QPR 3, Reading 3, if you're interested in that. Wolves are winning 2-0. Southampton and West Ham 0-0. Man United obviously winning. Leicester 1-0 down to Man City. Brentford 0, Brighton 0, Arsenal 1, Norwich 0. Arteta saves his job. The Arsenal fans won't like that. They won't like that on AFTV. 1-0. Can't say they're going to win the league and they can't say Arteta out. It's the worst result for those Arsenal fans who just want to moan. That can't be true. I don't know what that's all about. Sorry, find something out for you here and I'll tell you what it is if it's true. 3 minutes added on at United's home game here, of course. Not 4-1. It's not 4-1. I love the way how people try to fake people, but what's going on in my ear is on the second. It's not 4-1. The ball's not even in that sort of area. Martial nearly got Ronaldo in there. And Lingard makes it 4-1. It is 4-1 now. And he's got the goal. And Ollie gets it right again. Lingard makes it 4. The smile on Ollie's face is bigger than probably any smile there. He's got it right. It's a goal for Jesse Lingard. So there you go. Lingardino, whatever. He's back. He's back at Manchester United. Do I think he should be back? No. Do I think we should have sold him? Yes. Can I knock Ollie's substitution? No. Is it a good goal for Jesse? Yes. This is management. This is what it's all about. I don't want to be right. I don't think United fans want to be right. I think they want to have trust in a manager to make decisions that are right. And who got the assist on this one? I think it's Paul Pogba again. It is Paul Pogba again with another assist. 7 assists for Paul Pogba now. 4-1. 7 assists for Pogba this season. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You've got to give Paul Pogba some credit there. 4-1 to Manchester United. That reminds me, make sure you do your match reactions. Link in the video description. Second paragraph down. Mark every player out of 10, 6 being the average. Make sure you do that because we'll do that on the match reaction straight after this show. So link in the video description, player ratings. We're about to finish this game and then we'll go straight into the match reaction. Also, big shout out to Boohoo Man, 50% off by using the code Ronaldo50. They said if Ronaldo played today, they'd give a code for 50% off with Boohoo Man. Write it down, Ronaldo50. Use the link in the video description for that. You can get 50% off all your activewear clobber. Link in the video description for that. But that is the final whistle. Manchester United have won this game 4-1. 4-1 for Manchester United. Arsenal have won as well. Mid-table battle. Mid-table matters. Manchester United win 4-1 here. And an absolutely perfect return for Cristiano Ronaldo. 4-1 to Manchester United. 2 goals for Ronaldo, 1 for Bruno, 1 for Jesse. And to be fair, Ollie got it right. I didn't think Lingard should be coming on ahead of Martial or Donny, but in and around the box, he scores a goal. He's in form. And Ollie today, again, is going to have a very big mark. And also give Ollie a mark on the player ratings as well. Right, get over there. Link in the video description. This video will push you there anyway. I'll be live in about 2 minutes' time and we'll go through the match reaction. Player ratings, link in the video description, or it's in the link in the video description of the next video. I'll see you over there in a couple of minutes.